What's up, wrestling fans? It is time for the Money in the Bank 2018 review. I don't know, man. There's a lot of shit I gotta say. I'm going to take your phone calls. Jake DeMarco will be here. Let's go through this whole goddamn thing. Money in the Bank 2018 review.
There's a guy on Twitter, I guess, named Joe Cronin.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. You suck Joe Cronin's dick, fucking faggot. And or some various version of that.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Don't forget to like, comment, and body slam that subscribe button.
This is the Epic Voice Guy, and I can honestly say, Joe Cronin is god awful, that is. You guys seriously listen to this guy? And now it's time for The Joe Cronin Show.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone.
What is up, wrestling fans? How you guys doing? Money in the Bank wasn't a complete abysmal piece of dung, but it certainly wasn't an NXT takeover, you know what I mean? That was going to be hard to do. I see a lot of arguing already between people that say it was like a 4 out of 10, between people that are saying it's an 8 out of 10. Seen a lot of different claims and opinions in the chat. Lots of different people saying different things. It seems like the consensus is about a 6 or 7 overall, but there's lots of stuff to talk about, so we'll get into that. And, you know, we'll figure it out. There's a lot of different things to talk about. Right before the match started, Seth Rollins versus Elias. You heard the coach say that fans had voted that match to be match of the night, and it ended up being maybe one of the matches of the night, if not the match of the night as far as Money in the Bank goes. So I don't know. Jake, can you hear me? Looks like we get.
I can. I'm having Skype problems.
Ah, okay. You might be updating or something. Yeah, I can tell there's some kind of. What? Oh, it was a third Venom trailer. It was random to say. So can you hear me now, Jake?
Yeah, I can hear you crystal clear.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's been on my end. I'm trying to fix quick.
You actually sound pretty clear. It's weird. Sound pretty good, but I got 830 coming on real quick. Hey, listen, I'm going to take phone calls in a little while. You guys will be able to donate live if you want. The link is in the description box down below, or the $ in the super chat. We'll be looking at your super chats tonight as well. But before we do that, let's take a quick phone call while I get things together here. And we talk about it. 830 is on the phone. What's up? If he's there. 830, you there? Guess not. We lost 830, but we gained a Jake DeMarco.
All right, there we go.
What's up, Jake?
Friggin' Skype.
So, yeah, man.
What
like
a night. A lot to go
over,
good. But I was entertained.
I was, I was like entertained. It wasn't. I didn't think it was great, but I thought it was good enough, kind of. Like the women's... I want to start with the women's ladder match, because it pissed me off. First I loved it. I was like, this is going pretty well, and I think it was one of the better ones they've ever had. Oh, here's a donation. Hang on a second. I didn't turn and pause it yet. Sorry.
Kenny Omega is the best in the world. Team Little Big Baby.
I agree. Kenny Omega, one of the best in the world, no doubt about it. Thank you so much. That was Jet? Was that Jet? Who was that? That was, oh yeah, that was Jet718. What's up? Kenny Omega's the best in the world. Team Little Big Baby. What's up, man? Thank you for the $4, for the $4 donation. Anyway, let me move back to what I'm saying about the women. And you guys can too. 339-226-6610. I'm going to try to take some phone calls in just a few minutes here, but bear with me just for a second while I get the phone number up on the screen. If you're in the U.S., obviously this number is good. If you're in Canada, probably too. And if you're outside in Europe or somewhere else, around the world, Australia, somewhere, obviously I don't know if you'll be calling that number, but hopefully you can call anyway. But if not, you could try Skyping me, but Skype is filled right now. Man, I got to get a new Skype. It's just loaded to the brink right now. 339-226-6610. Yeah, so I like the way it started, but then it started to turn into that thing where the women were all trying to remember their areas and spots they had to be in, and it seemed like everybody was like a little bit of a step behind in it, and it got a little weird sometimes, but it's weird because they recovered well and hit the spot, but it pulled me out of it kept pulling me out of the match so that I knew they were setting up for something. So
yeah, they did miss a few of the cues. You could tell like somebody was waiting up top. Oh, who was it? There was someone that basically had the briefcase, and you could tell they kept looking down. Was it Sasha or Becky? One of the two.
It was weird as shit.
Now, and,
multiple times, though. And I remember back to what we said at the last NXT TakeOver, when we saw that ladder match, and it was like, it felt like real chaos. Even though there was planned stuff that happened, it felt like real chaos. Whereas this, again, turned into like people waiting on the outside, like, oh, is it a time to roll in and do my spot now? Okay, and it is. It's like, God damn it, why does that always have to happen? It really pulled me out of it. I think they started really well and finished well, but in the middle or so is when that stuff started happening. It was like 3 or 4 times if you watch it, and it really pulled me out of it. It knocked it down from what I was like, man, I might give this an 8 out of 10, and I ended up going down to 7 or 6.5, but liked it, even though those spots
there was a few of those moments for me as well. But I was really pleasantly surprised with, some of the spots they did pull out in the women's match. I felt like that was more the straightforward ladder match that we typically get, and the men's was more of like a comedy act. Dude. Now, luckily, no one from Creative has to die because Braun, he won.
I was just going to bring it up, dude. Somebody in Creative was terrified.
They were scared
because...
shitless.
I would, dude, when he pulled the belt down, when he pulled the Money in the Bank down, I started roaring. I was laughing so goddamn hard because that's all I could think about was what you said. And for people that didn't hear it, Jake was talking about Braun Strowman. Here's what Jake said in case you guys are new listeners and you might have missed us. We're live after every Raw, every Smackdown. Been doing this for 5 years. I believe I'm the longest running YouTube live reviewer of doing wrestling, which is pretty crazy. I mean, some people have moved on to other websites and things like that, but we've been here a long time. Go back and look it up, so it's pretty fucking cool. So hit that sub button down below and don't miss out on the daily wrestling news, podcasts, and everything else here. We're gonna do more wrestling than we ever have coming up in the next few days and weeks and so on. We're gonna really put a lot more back into wrestling than we had. But here's what Jake said about Braun Strowman.
They built him up to be so strong tonight that if he doesn't win the Money in the Bank, then someone in Creative needs to die. They literally made him look like Jesus.
They build him up so strong that if he doesn't win Money in the Bank, someone in Creative needs to die. They built him up like Jesus, you said, and you were right.
They did again tonight. They had everybody pile the ladders down on top of him, and they destroyed him, senseless. And the spot with Owens was really cool. I mean, you certainly saw where it was going. But.
Yeah, and we were right on with the whole like clearly it can't be Natalya and Miz with how obvious they made it, right? And so there you go. It was the bait that you took. Even in the Ronda Rousey match, sort of the bait, like, oh, Natalya's going to win, and Alexa cash-in. And that, by the way, that crowd was jerking off when Alexa won the Money in the Bank.
The crowd made a lot of that much better than it was, I think, too.
I agree, yeah.
They really, really added to the night. And what I love, too, I know we always point it out, but Roman, as soon as he comes out, the first note of his theme song hits, and you just hear silence. They shut that down so quick.
How about it? They made his match great.
The creative team, the commentators out entirely, too.
They made Roman sound great.
They did. They made it sound like he was, the most loved person there.
Now, somebody sent me a, I'm trying to find it because somebody sent me a list of the Roman chants, and I lost it now, but it was really funny.
Oh yeah, a few people had tweeted out, like the definitive list of what to chant out when Roman's on and for the crowd. And yeah, it was funny. They hit, I think, just about all of them. The crowd was. Somebody had said you could have Roman versus Trump in Mexico City, and Roman would still get booed. Like there was a lot of good comments tonight.
Dude, they chanted, "Let's go Cena. Cena sucks." Like it was really funny. They chanted "Vince sucks," I think, at one point. Like they just Now this is, I believe, and this is important because if this is going to keep happening, I believe this is the third, if or not fourth time, that a crowd has just hijacked the Roman's match and chanted shit or left early.
They did it the last 2 times, definitely. And
I'm counting WrestleMania.
Being him, it's an awful feeling, but.
Yeah, I count WrestleMania, too. Is WrestleMania?
Yeah. Oh, WrestleMania was horrendous.
The last pay-per-view and this one. So that's 3 at least.
And the greatest Royal Rumble. Even during the cage match, they were chanting.
Yeah. So, you're fucked, Roman.
Yeah, they're saying fight for never. That was funny.
Fight for never.
That was good. Fight for never. I'm trying to find the other list here. A lot of people are upset that Alexa Bliss won.
Yeah.
And
not the crowd.
Not just because she won, she's given too many chances, but a lot of people feel like it's, the racist creative. Alexa Bliss is the perfect metaphor for white privilege. She gets all these opportunities, cuts corners, and nobody questions it because she's blonde, pretty, and white. It's like, what? I'll give you a lot of things. But WWE just put the belt on her because it was a safe bet. She was working well as a champion beforehand.
Yeah.
Nia Jax wasn't working. She didn't click with the universe. The bullying angle didn't work like they thought it would. People didn't get behind her, so they hit their own mini rewind reset button.
If you want to go after WWE for like race stuff and try to be an SJW, like go after them for how they make black guys dance. And if you don't dance as a black guy, you won't make it. Like if you want to go after something, go after that. Don't this isn't the right time to go after something.
No.
Or go after I don't know. Go after something else. Sasha Banks, maybe but they made her a champion 4 times. I mean, she was the face of NXT for a long time. So, it's true though that they do this stuff, but not in this case. Wrong time, wrong situation.
Yeah, this is not the time to be
go after the other one.
That SJW card.
Yeah,
because they have done
they have done
this in the past, but
yeah.
You look at the Women's Rumble and the way they presented that, and I don't know, keeping the women off the card. There's other instances where it's been, a little less ham-fisted, but it's been done. Tonight wasn't one of them, I don't feel anyways. Alexa, she worked as Raw's champion beforehand, and they didn't quite yet want Ronda to have it, I guess. And going from there, she's the next one in line. It makes sense. It works.
We got 239 on the phone. Guys, if you want to call tonight, 339-226-6610. Don't worry, I will not show your phone number on the air. So if you need to call, I will not show your phone number on the air. Don't worry about it, because that sucks. 239, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man. What do you think of Money in the Bank?
Well, I didn't watch it. I seen bits and parts of on YouTube. My friend actually watched it, and he says Daniel Bryan beat Big Cat. I'm glad. And between Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax, that match would have been awesome if Alexa Bliss did not interfere. I was waiting for Ronda Rousey to win. This is her second pay-per-view match, and I can't believe Alexa Bliss just came in and just hit both of them with the briefcase. That sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that they weren't both ready. I think Ronda's going to whoop someone's ass eventually. She'll get to somebody eventually.
Yeah, it's only her second match.
Yeah.
And Nia, they didn't want the belt on Nia anymore. This was a way for them to correct their misdoings at Mania, basically.
Yeah, they made a mistake there.
And had Braun not be winning the briefcase on the Raw side, then someone from any of the females from SmackDown would have had it. You would have seen Becky Lynch probably get the belt, I think.
Maybe. I'm shocked.
Even Charlotte on top of it. You would have seen somebody like, it was just Alexa because on the Raw side, they weren't going to give it to Ember Moon. She's too new as well. Who else would they have given it to on the Raw side,
I'm shocked that it was 2 Raw people. Like, what the fuck? Like I couldn't believe it.
That's why I was like, oh, they'll split it up. But once she cashed in, it's like, all right, that's perplexing.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, go for it. You both want to be on Raw? That's fine. You know, Paige said she had a nice little clap back against Baron Corbin. That was funny. But, you know, she said SmackDown's the place to be, and she wasn't lying.
Well, it's funny because when I had, I was saying when I had Ellsworth on the show a couple of months ago, we did the podcast with James Ellsworth, and I go, dude, you're going to be back in the company. Like, you're going to be back there at some point for something like, you know, you'll be back. He's like, I hope so. You know, he's really kind of down and everything. I was like, dude, you're going to be back there. Now, I don't know if he's back full-time or this was like a one-off appearance, but what do you think about that? Do you think that he should now be in Carmella's corner again, or do you think that this was just, you know, they called him up to show up for this and that's it, he's going to be gone again? This was just one time.
I think he'll be around for a little bit. I don't think it's going to be as overstayed. You know, he won't overstay his welcome like last time, but it worked for me tonight. It protected Asuka at least somewhat because I didn't see her walking away with, you know, victorious. And it's unfortunate, too. A lot of people are so upset, and I don't blame them, but I really didn't think that Asuka had a chance tonight to walk away with the women's title. It's just kind of how the card was dealt. She should have probably won at Mania. The problem is that streak really made it hard for them to keep going and staying behind her, you know, because if she won, then she would have been the women's champion and have the streak, so it would have been, you know, twofold. But, yeah, as far as Ellsworth goes, I don't think that we're going to see him for too long, just a little bit of time.
Good thing he got all his filming in with Grimm because
yeah.
And he got the call-up. He could have been in the middle of that story and filming it and been like, oh, sorry, bro. I'm going back to the WWE, Grimm. I can't do your garage show anymore, which is great. I loved being there at Grimm's for the Grimmomania was great. I had a fun time at Grimmomania in the Battle Royal. By the way, if you haven't seen that yet, you got to go watch me in the Battle Royal. I eliminated fucking Grimm. Spoiler alert. I eliminated that cocksucker. Let me play a donation. Let me see if I can try to trigger these things and see what's up. What'd you guys think of Money in the Bank? I'm going to grab a beer in a second.
Hashtag RIPKO.
Rest in peace to Kevin Owens. No doubt about it. Kevin Owens got jacked up tonight, brother. Kevin Owens he said, I'll take, you know what? You got to give it to him, man. He's like, well, I'm not winning. Well, I'm going to take one for the team, baby. Throw me in a pit, bro. Oh, it was Zachary that sent me this, I think. Yeah, the list. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not really sure. Somebody sent me the list, and then it was like JD stole the list and tweeted it out. So, give it a hell yeah! JD
the
stole
only
the
thing
list.
bad about PPV was the announced team. One of best PPVs in a while. Long live Alexa Sweet Ass 5-time.
Ooh, yeah. Alexa Sweet Ass, thank you for the $5. And becoming a $5 ShiBUM, Alexa Sweet Ass. Yes, without you guys, the show would not be because YouTube has demonetized nearly everything. So without you guys that have become patrons, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, I'm going to have episode 98 of Morning Madness. Holy shit! Holy shit! Let's do it, motherfucker!
Solid show 6 out of 10. I want to tongue punch Alexa Bliss's fart box. Yummy, yummy, yum, yum.
Oh my god. V2 of Doom. Give me some of that Alexa tush. Someone said give me some of that Alexa tush to Alexa. And they got blocked on Twitter. Go figure. Figure that was a compliment, you know? Oh, great. Now my goddamn Amazon dot is talking to me. Great.
What sense does it make for Braun to win? Does that mean we get another Roman vs. Brock Lesnar match where Roman wins or Brock Lesnar loses by a fuck finish and they protect Brock losing the title?
Yeah. Yeah, Braun's gonna fuck over Lesnar at SummerSlam. Joe Cronin's cock must win. Thank you for the $4. and being a 4 horseman, baby. Yeah, I think he's gonna. Jesus, he's gonna fuck him over, man. That's why they call me Daniel B. I'm back. I'm back. That's why they call me Daniel B. I'm back. I'm back. Yo, I'm back at this game. Yo, look out Roman Reigns, cause my beard's growing so much it's getting insane. I'm about to take my dick out and give you the fucking bicycle knee kick to the head. Watch you end up dead. Daniel Bryan for sure. Yo, when I'm fucking your mum up more, I'm crazy and I'm looking like some coked up whore. Yo, I'm back for sure, about to win that belt back. And Shane McMahon and me are gonna make you taste a nutsack. That's why they call me Daniel B. I'm back. I'm back. That's why they call me Daniel B. I'm back. I'm back, motherfucker.
WTF Braun, why? When's he gonna be able to cash in at WrestleMania next year? Alexa loved it. Seth shouldn't have won.
Trey, thank you for the $26, Trey. Appreciate that. Damn, Seth shouldn't have won? You didn't want Seth to win? Let me unmute Jake. Hold on, man. Oh, Jake.
I originally was kind of thinking that, Elias could win. But, then we heard Brock might not be showing up for a while. So they're obviously going to keep the belt on Seth so that he could, be the #1 champ on Raw until Brock returns. I mean, once I heard that, it made sense for him to retain.
I mean, I never thought that. Why would I wouldn't think Elias would beat Seth, but I thought it was good for Elias just to be in the match with Seth.
Yeah, my original prediction is I thought that there would be some form of screwery, some type of screw job finish where Elias cheats. Then next month they have their second match. He retains, and then Seth goes on to face Brock at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can see that, and maybe he still will win it, but
I like the way they did it tonight. It was perfect. It wasn't a curb stomp. It was it was just a roll up. He even held on to his belt, so Elias has a bit of clap back. He can go ahead and say, "Hey, listen, not that you cheated, but it was a bit unfair. You grabbed the tights, you grabbed the belt. I would have beat you." He has some way of not looking totally weak in defeat. Plus, it was one hell of a match.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I agree. I like that they did that. It was surprising. It ended in like a forced hold down roll up, and he grabbed the tights. Wasn't a surprise roll up or something like that.
Yeah, that's something you saw from both like Jericho and HBK kind of idea. That where they let it build. It was fantastic.
I thought the Daniel Bryan Cass match was a good opener. It wasn't. Cass isn't my favorite thing. I think Daniel Bryan shined in the match, but I wasn't a big fan of Cass, but I think they had a decent match to open the show. Fans were on board, obviously, with that. And then, Rollins,
the fans made it fun. Really, they really added to a lot of the matches tonight. But that one for sure, the Yes movement was in full effect in Chicago.
What was your favorite? I'm confused about what the best match of the night was. I really thought, we talk about crescendos. Like, I like to use that word crescendo. I don't even know if I know what that fucking word means. Alexa, what does crescendo mean?
As a noun, crescendo can mean music, a gradual increase in loudness. As a verb,
a gradual increase in loudness.
Yeah.
So
it's a slow build.
So I could say that the crowd reaches a crescendo, but I also treat the match like a crescendo, like it reaches a top peak, like it reaches an area above what you. Yeah,
it doesn't always have to be in volume; it can be in tempo as well.
Like,
so I mean,
yeah, there's just a moment where you hit that, and why Rollins and Elias hit that is because what happens is when you have a decent match and you have two guys that the audience really respects or likes at the time, two guys that the audience feels like these guys are entertaining us, we like them. And when they have a good match, when they're having a good match, the people are giving positive feedback. But there's always, and the match could end right there, and it would have been, hey, what a great 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10 match that they both had. Good job. But when the match starts building on itself, and you hit that, a lot of times it happens when something unexpected happens, or when something you didn't see coming happens, or when they do something different. People really appreciate when something different happens. And the different thing that happened was that made people go, ooh, it's just as simple as this. Seth Rollins went for the classic suicide dive through the ropes that is so overplayed by everybody, including himself. And finally, because it looks stupid, you push your hands into their chest and they fall over like it did something. When you watch Bret Hart do that back in the day, he looked like he took somebody out. But anyway, Rollins gets sidestepped by Elias, and then Elias immediately holds him up, sidesteps him, and people are like, oh shit, he didn't hit it. And then he gets thrown into the fucking post, like head first in the post, and Rollins sells the shit out of that. And then thrown back in the ring. And that's when the crowd went like, ah, like that was when people really, and Rollins is the more over guy, but that was the thing that really, to me, like that's what raised it to the next level for the ending to happen with the hype that it had. And so, I don't know, man. That type of shit is interesting. Go back and watch it. If you're watching it, you'll know what I mean. Go back and watch Slammiversary 2013, I think it was, where Gail Kim wrestled What's-Her-Face? I don't remember. But they were having a match where at the beginning the fans were kind of jazzing them up a little bit, like, we thought this was going to be good, but maybe it won't. And then, it's pretty good. And then they started building and building. And by the end of the match, the crowd was on fire. And the match ended right as the crowd was its hottest, because they hit that moment. And unfortunately, it ended right there. Those women could have used a couple more minutes. But there's multiple other examples of that, like Bret Hart, Stone Cold. They had such a chemistry in some of their matches, especially WrestleMania 13. But, I mean, that was already... That thing had so much fire. I don't know if it ever had a chance to hit that. It was just hitting that from the beginning. But, I don't know. But it happened on NXT the other night, too. I thought that happened in the tag match to open the show. The crowd was hot. It was a good match. But then at the end, when O'Reilly kicked Danny Burch or Biff Busick off of the other guy, like the crowd just thought they were so impressed with that because like they hadn't seen that ever, or at least in a long time or whatever. They were just like, oh shit, like, and that brought them up to another level. And when you can do that in wrestling, that is the best. That is the best moment. I don't think we saw that in any other match tonight other than Seth Rollins and Elias's. But that being said, to me, that's the match I want to go back and watch. And I think Elias hit an elbow off the top rope around that same time. And that when he hit that elbow, like the crowd rose for that too. It was just really what great timing those guys had. It was my favorite match of the night. I think the women came close if they hadn't had so many planned moments that made me come out of it. And I thought AJ and Shinsuke might have had their best one maybe, but it was more about the little moments of brutality, kind of similar to Gargano and fucking Ciampa. It was like similar to their match.
Yeah. For me personally, the women's match was fun. I enjoyed that from start to finish. Even the moments that kind of took us out of it, some of the botches, the late calls, missing some of their cues. I still like what we saw. Maybe because I had a little bit, tempered expectations for it, that they kind of exceeded what I thought we were going to get. Even Lana being green in the ring still, she did things that were fun to see. The crowd getting behind her putting the accolade on. It was sloppy, but it was a fun moment. So I enjoyed it.
I did not have fun with that moment, but okay.
No, I like that. I thought it was just dumb. Made me laugh.
No, I thought it was dumb.
See, I didn't mind it so much, but I liked that moment. It brought a smile to my face. A lot of the things throughout that match, I feel like the women worked really, really hard to, get the crowd on their side. Daniel Bryan in the beginning, he had some good moments, but Big Cass never really felt like much of a threat. He already made him tap once. He made him tap again.
Yeah.
See ya. You're buried and irrelevant now, that's for sure. And people say, oh, well, him working with Daniel Bryan is huge. No, it's not. It could have been, but they ruined it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I really liked the women's. I liked the women's match compared to many other ones that they've had, and probably the best Money in the Bank one. But yeah, like I don't know why, I just got really angry at those moments. I went, this is what I was talking about. NXT TakeOver. They looked like they didn't plan everything, but this looks like it's all planned.
Yeah, you knew it was scheduled to happen, but they made you believe that it was spontaneous for NXT. As where tonight, you really saw them like, oh no, hurry up, catch me.
And yeah, the men's one
and
was
a few times
goofy.
They weren't in position.
The men's one was weird. Like
it was more like a comedy show. I feel like their whole goal was to take out Braun, and it was Braun v what, 6 men, 1-on-6 or 1-on-7, whatever it was.
Yeah.
That was the whole intention of the match, and that was my biggest worry. That's why I said creative had set him up in such a way that if it isn't Braun winning, then, what was the point?
Well, look at the guys that were in the match. I mean, you get The Miz. Sometimes he's kind of comedic. Kevin Owens is comedic now, which I don't like. But then, Kofi Kingston is comedy. And then Bobby Roode's just a lost soul. And Finn Balor.
Yeah, fish out of water. And Finn can put on a better match. Typically for him doing the coup de grace at the top of that ladder was, again, an awesome spot. But in a rather pretty blasé match. You saw... the Miz take off and run away from the pack as they're attacking Braun. He starts to climb up, and you're like, oh, there's that smart heel tactic. You knew he wasn't going to win it, but all right, I enjoyed that. But there was a lot of times in the match where I was just like, oh, come on, get on with it. All right, let's see the next, big moment, quote unquote. And a lot of it didn't feel that big. I felt like the women had better spots than the men.
Yeah, the women's, I will tell you, I mean, obviously the Kevin Owens thing was pretty cool looking, I guess, but... and
you knew as soon as he climbed up, and they teased you a few times too. They teased you the first time when he was going to jump on Finn, so they did kind of build to Owens going through, but you knew what was going to happen. You saw the table off to the side. They lined up that ladder perfectly. So,
Nerdy, I hung up on you, man. Call back, Nerdy. I'll try to get you on, man. Let me play one more of these, see what we got, and then we'll take some more phone calls. 339. What did you think of Money in the freaking Bank? It was cashed in already. Talk about it.
Super Chat Party.
I realized the team of Alexa and Braun won both.
Yeah, you're right. Must have been all that fucking. I'm just kidding. Dolphin on high, man. What's up, Dolphin on high?
Yeah. Dolphin on high is my motherfucking hunky.
Thank you, Dolphin on high, for the $2 super chat. Yeah, man, it must have been all that chemistry that they had going together, you know what I mean? I would probably give tonight I want to give them, I don't know, man, like a 5 or a 6, probably a 5, but a good one, like a decent, like I was entertained. Ryback.
Mr.
Sup, Joe.
What's up?
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Special day for me because I had my first child yesterday.
Oh, shit.
She's already learning to boo Roman. Kinda sad Nakamura lost again, but decent PPV. I guess 7/10. Hope Ron cashes in on Brock, and it gets the pop it deserves.
Mr. Mammoth. Holy shit, man. Mr. Mammoth, congratulations on being a dad, bro. What the fuck, dude? You're a dad. Man, there's a baby over there. No, he had the baby the other day, but still. Man, congratulations to Mr. Mammoth, everybody. Oh, my God. Mr. Mammoth, you're a dad. You're a dad. You're a dad. You change those shitty diapers. The kitty pees on you. And all your wife says to you is then you make the baby food. And then you come home from work and you're really tired, but your wife says, change our kid, you motherfucking fuck. Now you're a dad. Now you're a dad. The fuck? Father's Day. I'm sorry, I don't know. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just did that. I don't know what that
at least
was.
You know he got laid, so hey.
Dude, I typed in free instrumental country song, and that's the song that came up. 804. I'm losing my voice. I've been losing my voice. Oh, I've been yelling at Diablo all day. I've been playing the season 14. Nerdy, what's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up, Joe? It's been a minute. How you guys been?
Good, man.
Long time.
Damn, your phone's good.
dude, why the fuck did I waste 4 hours of my time tonight?
Well, he was that
I got
bad.
drunk as fuck for nothing.
4 hours. I really don't.
Okay,
Usually I waste it, but I had
no.
tonight.
So, okay, I didn't really hear you guys at the beginning. What did you guys think of Braun winning? Like, my biggest upset is the Asuka match, but what do you guys think of the Braun match?
LeBron. Well, I think Jake's happy because he said if Braun didn't win, that somebody was going to die. Remember this?
They built him up to be so strong tonight that if he doesn't win the Money in the Bank, then someone in creative needs to die. And I didn't want him to win. It's just, it was like the only logical outcome. I really wanted to see Finn, but I thought Samoa Joe was going to take it, honestly.
Well, my biggest worry, I guess, I have a concern about it because I've been listening to, podcasts all over the place. So my concern was Miz not winning it would be like an identifier that Bryan might not be signing back. So that's my biggest concern. I'm not saying that he's not going to sign back, but you had the biggest opportunity with Miz. And you just, I wish they didn't tease Miz cheating it so much. That way it wouldn't feel like Miz was supposed to win it, you know what I mean?
But I've been saying this, that, hey, they clearly are teasing Natalya and The Miz, and Vince is fucking with people. That way it's like, I tweeted it earlier. People ask me why I didn't do a prediction show. I didn't do a prediction show because I was like, I don't know. They're just going to give it to, I feel like people are just, someone random is going to win this because it's a troll job by Vince right from the start. But no. But no, dude. I don't think. I think a lot of people are overlooking this. I don't think Daniel Bryan and The Miz. There's like a big chance WWE does not give a shit about a title in that. They just
that doesn't need a belt.
That doesn't need a belt, right?
You're right, but it would have made the stakes higher, I guess.
Yeah. See, I don't think so. I don't think adding a championship to that match adds anything to their feud whatsoever. It's just like the belt would be an afterthought.
Can I tell you what it here? Do you know how you book it though? I will tell you how you book it. If The Miz and Daniel Bryan meet at SummerSlam in this big rivalry match, right? And let's say the fans go apeshit for it, like it's so incredible, they do great work together, and WWE decides they do want to make Daniel Bryan the guy again. Well, then what you do is now you have them, they take time apart. But now they run into each other at WrestleMania for the belt. That's how you do it if you're going to do it for the belt. So
that I can see.
Then it makes sense.
And that's exactly what I guess everybody expected. And my biggest problem wasn't even the Money in the Bank. My problem was Carmella Asuka. We'll get to that later. But
all right.
But I personally believe that even if Miz didn't win it, I don't know. Bryan just got such a good reaction tonight that it's like, how can you not see him as still the face of the company? Unanimously.
That's why they never saw him as the face of the company, and that is how it's going to remain. It's unfortunate. It shouldn't be. But he has been the face for years. Even when he was just general manager, Daniel Bryan. Even when he was before that role, he has always been the face. He will get the same reaction if they beat him senseless. He could, murder puppies in the middle of the ring. PETA will cheer for him. That's what it all comes down to. Daniel Bryan is.
And now they can say they can fall on guys like AJ Styles. They can bring up guys like Seth Rollins. So now they can even go into that. If you want to say, well, Daniel Bryan's the guy, why aren't they pushing him? Well, now you can't say that because now there's all these cookie cutter. There's so many little pieces of everyone everywhere. That people can cheer for, that WWE doesn't need to feel like they don't feel pinned in a corner by the fans and Daniel Bryan like they did before. They feel like they've got the love is spread out a little bit everywhere.
You're right, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think more than one face is totally perfect for the company, especially in the situation that the wrestling business is in nowadays. But I guess my biggest question leaving the pay-per-view would be, how do you book Braun cashing in? Whether he wins or loses, I guess, is irrelevant because so many people have lost recently. But how do you even book it to where, I love when they were like, he will challenge the Universal Champion whenever he wants. It's like, yeah, good luck having Brock on a fucking Raw episode, though.
Yeah, well, it's going to have to be honestly, dude. My guess is SummerSlam, either Brock defeats somebody at SummerSlam or whatever, and then he comes out and cashes in. And it's different too because Braun's kind of is pretty much a face, and I expected two heels to win as always, and
I'm laughing too because I forget who said it before on Twitter. I saw it in one of the tweets, but Brock Lesnar's sitting back thinking, you can't cash in if I don't show up,
Yeah. He's hiding with it. He's killing a deer.
To be fair, I don't think, don't take my word for it, but I think a few of the roster members saw Drew McIntyre's tweet about NXT TakeOver, and I feel like a lot of the matches tonight that weren't supposed to be great turned out to be a lot more entertaining than they were meant to be. So I take that away from Money in the Bank. I appreciate that about the show tonight. So.
Yeah, they tried. I think, as hard as they could with what they have to do. So I'll give it that. I will say too, it wasn't a 4, it wasn't a 3, it wasn't. What the fuck was that terrible pay-per-view in 17? Was it Backlash?
Yeah, Backlash.
Was that the Jinder Mahal main event with Randy?
Yep, or either Randy or Shinsuke, either way.
Yeah, so it wasn't that piss fucking shit, but it was. So that's all.
That was god awful.
I was entertained too, Jake. I will say that I was like moderately entertained, and that's all. It was certainly better than watching Raw tonight, and that's thank God.
Right.
Better than 5 weeks worth of Raws. And it was nothing compared to NXT.
No,
the rating system for
and
NXT
it's never going to be. And
is on a whole nother level, so you can't even really compare the two directly, and you should be able to, but you can't.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Joe asked before, what was my probably top favorite match of the night? Honestly, I got to give it up to Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley.
Fair enough. Hell yeah.
No, I'm kidding. That was trash. That was a perfect break.
You know what,
seriously.
though? Those sons of
anyone took me
bitches.
Seriously for that.
They're lucky that this crowd was nice because, they were dead. They were done. And when Bobby Lashley picked him up, the crowd got into that, and that sort of saved it.
He held him up, for that vertigo suplex, whatever they call it, and
yeah.
The crowd was whispering one more time.
Yeah,
but
they didn't even get into it.
He weighs fucking nothing. If he weighed a lot, yeah, sure, but he weighs fucking nothing.
If I can suplex you, then there's a problem. It doesn't look like strength.
I'll never watch this again. But
not to agree with Joe, but
all right,
it would have to be with Seth and Elias, Joe.
It's Mr. Nerdy.
Thank you, Nerdy.
I'll never watch this pay-per-view again, probably, but it was entertaining for the time being watching it. Maybe I'll watch Elias and Seth again.
I would watch their match, and I would watch Nakamura's match. The only thing that kept me from loving Nakamura's match is the fact that he lost.
Really?
And I didn't think he'd win here either. My prediction was that AJ was going to retain, but it's sad because going forward, this is their 5th meetup. And Nakamura won. He only won that somewhat mattered to pick the stipulation, but never the title match when it actually counted. So when it comes down to it, he couldn't get the job done. What do we get here? Where does Nakamura go from here? That's it. I mean, they destroyed each other. They killed each other. That Styles clash off the steel stairs was excellent, and the phenomenal forums that they threw in. There was a lot of great, high energy moments, but
as much as they have a great rivalry, it's how many? I mean, really, this guy can't keep getting title matches at this point.
Yeah, see, I don't feel like they have a great rivalry. I feel like they've had a few good moments, but most of
they've had a decent rivalry. They've had a decent.
The build has been okay at times. Sometimes it's been really good, like their contract signing and a few.
Would you
of the
say that it's the best?
Whatnot.
It's the best story on SmackDown, though. Out of everything, is it the best story on SmackDown? And what's better than it?
Yeah, probably.
I would give it.
Joe recently has impressed me with things he's done, but he doesn't really have a straight story. So yeah, if you're going with just feud 1-on-1, I would have to give that to you. I'd have to concede.
But it's not that it's just conceding. It's just that if that is the best thing going, and you don't even like that much, that just shows you how bad shit is. Because I would give their rivalry on a scale, I don't know, a 5 out of 10.
I was going with a 6.
Yeah,
right off the bat.
Somewhere a 6 or 5 out of 10 with their rivalry, and then if everything else is below that, that it's that's fucking crazy. And
pretty much.
It's not good. It's not good.
No, not at all. But I mean, all in all, it's just they did have good moments in the match that I did enjoy, and it just where does Nakamura go from here?
I don't know, man.
it's disappointing, and that's what it is.
The only thing he can
Same
do
thing
is
with Asuka.
beg. All he can do is beg now. One more match. If I lose, like something like that. If I lose, I leave, or so, I mean, what else is there going to be after this?
And then it gets drawn out again if he wins. But he should have captured it tonight if they wanted to do that.
Is this their third match?
This is their 5th match.
Really?
Yeah, this is their 5th match, and in my book, they've never faced each other. Tonight was the first.
Well,
that's
I mean,
the way it's going to.
We're not talking about New Japan though. You're saying in WWE, this is their 5th?
In WWE, they fought at Mania, they fought at SmackDown, they fought at Backlash, then they had their stipulation match,
so
and
this
then
is
tonight.
The third pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Okay, third pay-per-view fight, but wrestle match. Wow. Okay. Well, shit. Well, let me play a couple more of these, and we'll get back to the phone lines.
Yeah, that's the problem. They faced each other too many times.
Motherfucking cock. Right. And fuck all you motherfucking haters. Y'all know how we get down. It's West Side for life. Yeah. Cronin got a big motherfucking cock.
Cheers, Jake and Joe. Haven't seen a show since Mania. The less I watch, the more I see the casual's perspective. Not that I agree. Hard to get mad if you don't know who is owed their due. What do you guys think of Pyro only on PPYs to boost the appeal?
Yeah, Drew, I absolutely believe Pyro on pay-per-view. There's no need to have it on Raw and SmackDown, but certainly on pay-per-views, there absolutely should be Pyro every show, because it should feel like, wow, we're here, it's the pay-per-view, whatever. I mean, maybe even on Raw and SmackDown, you could say it should be there too, especially with all the money they're making. There's no reason why they can't pay for it now. Thank you for subbing to the channel, Chris. Hit that sub button down below.
Oh, and some people in creative must want to bang Alexa Bliss and Carmella.
That's true. That's true. Joe Cronin's cock must win. You can definitely say that, man. People back there have done this before. We've seen that shit before, right? Especially here in WWE. But yeah, if you guys want to donate tonight, the Twitch alerts link is in the description box down below. You can also expand the description box all the way to the bottom. Look at all the donation amounts to trigger all the bullshit. And you guys are the ones that keep the show funded, so bring it if you got it. If you don't got money, just enjoy the show and click the like button if you want. If you don't like the show, I don't know why you're here, but fuck it, sit around and enjoy it anyway. And definitely become a patron. Chester Hurton, thank you for subbing to the channel.
I forgot about the Greatest Royal Rumble as well. So Mania, Backlash, Greatest Royal Rumble, tonight, SmackDown, and they faced off again for the stipulation match.
Guys, last night, Corrupted Podcast, episode 53, we talked about alien cock.
Good evening, gentlemen. I don't care what any of you faggots say. Seeing Nia in those see-through leggings made me hard as fuck. We'll rub one out to that later, and I have no qualms about it. Solid show. 6/10. Die Lashley die. Viva la Raza kudos.
Die Lashley die. DJ M3, thank you for the $5. Man, my voice has been going for the last 3 weeks. It's funny because like I always laugh at shit. I'm like getting Ken's laugh because like I can't breathe, I can't laugh like because my voice is fucked. It's like Thank you, DJ.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9.
Bring back the Pyro.
Hard, I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Suck it, fucking suck it.
Sup, Joe and Jake. Money in the Bank was pretty good tonight. Brian and Cass was okay. Elias and Seth were great. Ellsworth is back. Styles and Nakamura had their best match. Alexa is champion again, and Braun wins the case. Predictable but okay. 6/10.
Wow. 6/10. That's a pretty fucking I'm right on with you. You know, I'm right on with that shit. Triple Gaming, thank you for the $9, Triple Gaming. Let me go back to
I thought there was Pyro because a lot of people exploded when Alexa won. Damn. You know?
Oh. There was also a lot of guys arrested.
Quite a few eruptions, yeah.
For sexual acts in public in Chicago. Let me go to sorry 856, I missed you. Let me see if I can get 475 on the phone. I'm trying. We're live. We're live, pal. Man, I'm trying like hell to put these guys on. We lost both of them, I think. Let me try 917.
Yeah, a few people are calling me as well. I gotta call.
Yeah, my bad,
call
guys.
Joe Cronin.
917, you're on. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
What's up?
How are you, man? I thought the AJ Styles Nakamura match was pretty fucking good, man. I thought it was enjoyable, and I really thought Nakamura was going to win.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I honestly started thinking that too, and it really seemed like they would go there because otherwise I feel like they're in a corner. But they didn't do that, and yeah, I liked the match. I mean, I liked it pretty good. It was pretty good. I still think that their best matches yet to happen, but it was good, and yeah, I'm surprised they're in a corner. What do you want them to do at this point? I mean, like, what's going to happen?
I think it needs to end. I mean, AJ Styles dominated since for 3 or 4 pay-per-views now or whatever, and, you know, but all in all, I thought Money in the Bank was a 6 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good. The Alexa thing was pretty, you know, I definitely didn't see that coming. I thought it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly, and that's how bad Raw's been so bad, and like these shows weekly have been so bad that this show tonight was like, oh, that was pretty good. You know, it wasn't. You know, a 6 is really good. You know, for us. You know, I think a lot of people are saying 7, 8. Some people are saying 4, 3. You know, I mean, I don't know. I could see a 5, 6, or 7 tonight. Depending on how you feel about wrestling.
Yeah, no doubt. I really thought Nakamura was going to win, but I'm happy AJ won because he's the better man.
He's the better man. Thanks for the call, bro.
Should be holding on to the title longer. I agree there, but.
Man, 917. Where are you in New York?
Hell yeah, Brooklyn, maybe.
Brooklyn, I knew it. I know that accent, baby. I'm in Boston. We know your accents because we get called your accent. People are like, are you from New York? And we're just like, fuck you, fuck you.
Have a good night, fellas. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Good night. What's up to Brooklyn? Man, my voice is so jacked up. Whoa! It's so jacked up, dude. Dude, you know
what? Doing those vocal exercises, you know, honey and tea.
No, right. You know what it is? I think I blew it out earlier because I screamed. I flipped the fuck out. I even sent Ken a message where I think I was like, fucking, I'm going to kill somebody. Because I don't want to mention where he said this and what happened, but basically Tommy was talking to somebody today, and he said that everything he says on my show, everything that happens to him on my show is real. But everything that happens to him on other shows, on Ken's show, is fake.
Oh,
so that's a work over there. Like, so like it's all planned. It's a work. It's not. It doesn't hurt me. But Joe's is real. Like, it's weird because it's real over there. I really get hurt there. But over there, it's a work.
Do you regret informing him of the Leafy thing yet?
Yes. I wish I never gave you subs, Tommy, you fucking asshole fuck. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with people, dude? This fucking guy keeps having people on who just keep fucking shitting on me and slandering me. It's unbelievably. Like, it's not even like if I did an interview with somebody, like Tommy, and they said, well, Joe's show, I really get shit on and it's terrible. But over on that other show, it's all work, so it's okay. But like Tommy, it's literally the same people on both shows shitting on you the same way.
It's the same people calling,
it's
donating,
the same thing,
hosting. Yeah, I mean.
But he just says this, and then they just move on. Like, oh yeah, well, Jesus, Joe's kind of a shithead, I guess, huh? It's like,
yeah, just to make you look bad.
Asshole, go fuck yourself in the ass. And here's the other thing:
I'm a good friend of Joe.
The other guy the other day, fucking dumbass Rocky, fucking like, oh. You know, Joe made fun of my wife. No, I didn't. Why does he keep saying that? I didn't make fun of your wife. I said your wife runs your website because you said I controlled Ken and Bailey. It's like, why does he keep saying this shit? And then he says, well, I only put pictures of Leah and JB's wife all over Twitter and called them whores because...
That's all I did. That's it.
I only did that because Joe laughed at a Young Republican song that had dicks on my wife's pictures. But number one, there was no dicks on her pictures. And number two, if you're mad at me for that, which all I said was LOL, oh my God, wow. Like, that's what I wrote. If you're mad at me for that, why did you put Bailey's wife on Twitter? Bailey didn't do anything at all. And I didn't do anything either, but I mean, he definitely didn't do it. It's just like, what is going on with people just making shit up? And he put those photos up on Twitter before I left that comment. Like, I mean, dude, just
you can timestamp that one.
But Tommy, what the fuck, dude? Tommy says that that what he does here is that happens to him here is real, but everywhere else, but over there, it's fake. Over there,
I don't even know if I should say this, but fuck it. You know, Mello is still getting harassed by Tommy's lawyer. Still.
Yeah, well, it's not a lawyer. It's not real.
You know, no. The other one, there's a law office that actually sent him stuff.
No way.
Yeah, I kid you not. They're pissed because Mello had reserved the website, TommyNC2010.com.
Yeah, but that is hilarious. That is hilarious. He bought TommyNC2010.com.
Yeah, so they're saying that. I don't have it.
I saw fake Twitters that were talking to him about. Fake
no.
Twitters.
He actually got papers from a law office, and it was all sent to him. And
what?
Yeah, because they said it was. Now I gotta find it, like intellectual something property, blah blah blah. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
It was. It said unfaithful purchase of whatever the fuck.
Yeah, this was a bit different from the troll stuff, but
like what the fuck, bro?
But it was the same one that got the mug taken down. So
wow. Well, all his people were attacking me today after I said that thing about Tommy.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, 475. What's up?
What's going on, Joe? I don't know if you remember me, but I used to call in last year around this time. But I'm back.
All right.
I used to be on Skype as a Beanie Club. I don't know if you remember me.
Oh yeah. What's up, man?
So I was watching tonight. I just think that the thing with Braun doesn't really make any sense because I don't see this big fucking bulky guy carry around this briefcase, and it's kind of like a heel thing. You know, they started it off with Edge, and he's like tongue in cheek with all the smiling shit now. I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Well, I mean, I just think at some point it's gonna be really bad. Like somebody's gonna win, the fans aren't gonna be happy. You know, you can just see that music hitting, that Braun music hitting, and the crowd just going nuts, and Braun cashing in and stepping on somebody. Like, for all we know too, Roman could face Brock at SummerSlam. Yeah. Right? Roman versus Brock at SummerSlam, and Roman beats Brock Lesnar. And then Braun cashes in on Roman. That could be, I could see something like that happening.
That's cum-worthy.
Yeah, it would be fucking cum-worthy, baby. It'd be amazing. I'd be down with that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Right.
About the Tommy shit, first off, fuck Tommy. I'm more of a Fami type of guy. I think Fami is an internet legend.
Yeah, Fami's pretty amazing. I mean, I think he's in some trouble.
He is in trouble, and this is what it is. I found it really quick, not to cut you off, but it's domain squatting, and then it says right here that what they had sent him, under United States federal law known as Anti-Cyber Squatting Consumer Protection Act, registering, trafficking, or using an internet domain name with bad faith intent to profit from the goodwill of a trademark belonging to someone else is illegal. And therefore, and it goes on and on and on. But it's called cyber squatting or domain squatting that they're going after him for because he has the domain name. But since he's not profiting off of it, he might be able to be covered. It was just the registration of the name.
But also,
you've seen people go ahead and do this all the time where they get Netflix.com and then they get paid off money. This is what people do. They register domain names.
But people still do it. So it's like, how is it illegal?
People registered Xbox 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Xbox bought it from these people. So.
Yeah, so why is this a problem? But also, is he an intellectual property? Is he a registered gimmick?
I guess something with Tosh turned the tide for him to say that yes, he is his own IP, which is why he was able to get the mug taken down so quickly. But still, the fact that they're still going into this after Mello gave it all up that night after it started is total bullshit.
That is,
I'm sorry, but that's
become so
it's
ridiculous.
It's a goddamn joke, and you're going to take it this far,
dude. The people the lawyers that are involved, if they really are lawyers, I still don't know. How dumb is this?
But
there are some other things that you could really be you could really go after people for, and this is what's happening. Jim Cornette said I stole
cease and desists.
Jim Cornette said I stole people's money to go to a show, or whatever. It's not true. And that that's not a problem. But anyway, Beanie, I love you, bro. Good shit. I'll talk to you later, man. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for calling, Beanie.
Even though that's not really your name, that's a Kevin thing, but I get it. 708, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Joe? Dave from Chicago. How you doing?
Hey, Dave, what's up?
What's going on, man? I was at the event right now. At the show. It was rocking inside, man. But I don't know, man. Just felt kind of lackluster a little bit to me, man. Just I don't know, man. Shit's just going downhill for me. I feel like the stories aren't really catching me. The only person I feel like who has some fire is like Elias, but then he lost. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I agree with you. There's no story really. I mean, it's basically just like let's get to the pay-per-view and hope that's good. I figured you would have liked it because you were there and in person it's usually better. But that's
the thing, though. It was just matches tonight.
Oh my God, dude! Is anybody watching the? I'm sorry, I'm watching the WWE Network and I just saw Terry Funk just get labeled. I'm sorry. He just fucking went flying out of the ring. It was hilarious. But yeah, no. So, what was your favorite thing of the night? I mean, was it? I thought Elias and Seth was. You guys were probably the loudest for that at one point. I felt like, and the women's match.
Yeah. I think honestly, the women's ladder match was probably like the most hype for me. It was rocking in there. I know WWE cuts off the, turns down the volume. But man, if you haven't seen the show in Chicago, man, it's really rocking in there. It's
it
loud,
sounded.
Like energy.
Yeah, you guys sounded loud. Like it. I mean, we knew it was Chicago. You know what I mean? It's always been badass there. I mean, Chicago is just always badass. If you want to go back and find something that was really nasty from Chicago from a while back, was Mania 13. I think was Chicago, right? Bret Hart and Stone Cold was in Chicago.
Yeah, definitely. I saw your boy in the bathroom, man. Aaron Riff.
Really?
He's standing at a solid 5'1", $120. Nice guy,
dude,
though, man. He was cool.
What was he doing wearing that cut off T-shirt? Like what is he doing?
Man, he got some. But man, it was humid in there, man. For some reason, it was sold out, and it was just hot in there.
Aaron's arms.
In Chicago this weekend.
Aaron's arms look like fucking legs. I saw his photos from being there. Like it was the weirdest thing. Like somebody find me a clip? Actually, I'll find it. I know it's here somewhere. But I'm surprised he went over to Chicago because I think he's a California guy. So I don't know what he was doing. I mean, probably because.
Yeah, man. I'm like 6'3", like Hispanic. I was wearing a hat with the NWO shirt. I'm just like, oh, what's up, Riff? He looked at me like I was crazy, but he was very nice guy. But I think Brock Lesnar guy too. He's a fucking douchebag. What is he like rich or something that he goes to all the shows and doesn't work or something?
Oh, he's right.
I don't
Brock
know
Lesnar.
How he's able to go with them all the time. Like I know they give people tickets and stuff like that. But he's literally at almost every show. A group of them are green shirt guy, alien guy.
Yeah, they're always there.
I don't know how they manage to always be traveling and like, even if I was fucking, a billionaire and could afford, I still wouldn't tour with the company because they're there almost 300 days a year. It's ridiculous.
Aaron, man, you got feet arms. Look at this. Aaron, you got feet arms, bro.
Hey. Aaron put you over though, man, because I was talking to him and I'm like, yeah, man, I heard about you, and then you guys would talk shit about Joe Cronin, and then I started going to Joe Cronin's channel, and I love your channel, bro. Like I'm a big fan of yours.
I love Aaron. No, we're really good. I'm really cool friends with him. Like we follow each other everywhere. He's even on my Facebook now, which nobody gets on my Facebook. So the fact that Aaron's on my Facebook is pretty big. I used to give him shit years ago. I used to call him No IQ and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember when I first started listening to you guys were like beefing, and with that other goofy fuck from California, that I don't even want to mention his name.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? That guy was weird. Yeah, his buddy. That's why I gave him shit, mostly because of his buddy shitting on me. I was like, why?
Yeah, he was the real hater, and that other fat fuck, Mike Bagel.
Yeah, they were like, we created all this, and fuck everybody.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, we created all this. I'm like, you ain't doing shit with it, and then you're hating on the guy who's like, doing shit with it, and you're fucking haters, man.
He was really mad that he was mad that I had donations and stuff, and I was like, I don't know, dude. I'm like, I'm not. He was like, oh, he begs everything. I'm like, I mentioned it a couple times during the show, and hopefully we get support, but like, it was just weird, dude. It was a hater. People get really jealous. I know it because I did it, and I can tell you it doesn't really work usually. You know what I mean? But I don't really hate anybody for the most part when it comes down to it. It's fun to say shit about people here or there, but it's whatever. But yeah, Aaron's a really good guy. He's a fucking he fucking loves cats. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he definitely looks like a cat guy, but he's cool, man. I fuck with cats too, man. I fuck with dogs too, but like,
yeah, if I ever get a house, man, we're gonna get a cat. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, Joe, man. Save my number, man. Dave from Chicago, man. Nice talking to you, bro.
All right, thank you, man. I'll see you next time for sure. I'll save it.
All right, cool.
All right, Dave. Bye-bye. Good call. Good to talk to him. I love Chicago, too. Got a lot of listeners in Chicago.
Mean, for being there, I'm surprised he didn't enjoy it as much as I thought he would.
That was a surprise, too, because the crowd, I mean, they had fun, it looked like, in the crowd, but yeah. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd made this show for me. I think that's why I got into it so much, because, you expect it for an NXT crowd, and, you don't often see that type of reaction nowadays as often as we're used to.
Yeah.
It adds it to a whole nother level, makes it enjoyable. Diva Bible said, someone had said, oh, well, we didn't see, it was Sausage. Sausage said, we got all these different chants, CM Punk, boring, the Wave. He said, I'll tell you what, there damn sure wasn't any of that at TakeOver yesterday. And Diva Bible says, yeah, because Roman wasn't at TakeOver.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Well, it was just funny how there was a beach ball at TakeOver the other day, and a fan popped it, so the whole crowd cheered, like, fuck that, they were chanting, like, fuck beach balls or something. And then tonight, they were trying to throw beach balls. Like, it's just funny how the fucking thing flips back and forth. We got to go to our buddy, man. We got some donations we got to play. I thank you guys for supporting with super chats and donations. We're going to play them. They were just pause for a minute. But we're going to take our second and play those. But real quick, we got him on the phone from the 619. Blake, what's up, Blake?
Joe and Jake, happy Father's Day to you guys. How you doing?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you, Blake.
Yeah, I give the show a 7 out of 10 tonight. It was a couple of matches was pretty good, but it lackluster a couple of things that just I didn't give a shit about. I mean, the Bobby Lashley and Sami Zayn. Why the hell put it on the pre-show? That's why. I thought, but,
it's not. It wasn't the worst thing, but it was. The one thing again, Blake, that we can say is like I feel like at least they kept my attention for the whole show. Is all I can appreciate. I can appreciate that 4-hour show. 4-hour show kept my attention. I'll never really remember it, but at least it kept my attention.
Building on Fire can keep my attention for 2 hours, but this show literally put me to sleep.
Well, that's
a great line.
That's basically it, right? I mean, as long as it didn't put you to sleep or whatever. I mean, maybe it did. Maybe some people did go to bed to this shit. But I mean, I felt it was all right. Now, decision-wise, it's fucking a lot of it's stupid.
Yeah, a lot of it's bad. But.
Yeah, decision-wise, dude, I mean, the build-up for no reason, that really wasn't a build-up anyway, and then people just winning randomly. Dude, Vince is just, like, saying whatever. Let's just do shit that people won't expect, and I don't give a fuck about things that make sense and story. So that's the definite criticism is, what the fuck are they doing? They don't know. But then
you think they gave AJ and Nakamura 31 minutes, and you're like, well, hot damn, okay. Suddenly it kind of makes up for itself.
But why is it not the main event? It's the WWE Championship.
Yeah, I gave up on that, that bandwagon a while ago. That horse died.
Yeah, they clearly...
It's just can only beat that so many times. Especially, a few people had said to me, oh, well, Nia's coming out first. That's BS. And it's like, yep, that was an argument back, 2 years ago.
They mentioned it. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? They mentioned it.
They did acknowledge it.
For anybody that didn't know, they clarified it. They said Nia chose to come out for some reason, blah, blah, blah. So, like, at least they did that. I appreciate that. I was like, all right, cool. That's interesting. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
But anything else,
to
Blake?
Keep people from complaining. They wanted to save
That's
Ronda's
what it was. Yeah, like, here's why.
Reaction.
But, Joe, I want to get your reaction real quick because I was talking to Jake earlier about this. Did you catch the celebrity undercover boss with Stephanie McMahon?
I did, and it seemed, dude, Stephanie McMahon on Celebrity Apprentice or whatever, it seemed fake.
Oh, it was much more than fake. It was agenda-driven all
over. Oh, it was so agenda-driven and fake.
Time.
Leah, what was it?
They used that poor cancer kid in such a way to he suddenly brought up, and then the guy that was there that wanted to be the photographer was the one that photographed Connor as well.
Yeah, the black guy
at WrestleMania.
The black guy photographer was somehow the one that caught Connor at WrestleMania. He somehow, was in the military and lost his leg. The first one was somehow an openly gay Hispanic guy who works with kids on gymnastics. Like, I mean, get the
is donating
fuck
his
out.
signed AJ Styles glove. The child is, giving away his signed merchandise.
and a $450 replica belt.
Dude,
yeah, to go ahead and raise money for cancer. It's a beautiful story for the kid, don't get me wrong, but the way they presented it was like, oh my God,
dude, it was so lame. It was like, and then they all can sit down and do an interview like amazing, like this is all I ever wanted. Like, no one talks like that. No one meets somebody like randomly and someone says, hey, I'm writing an article about blah, blah. Okay. No one sits down and just goes, well, all my life, I always thought, like, and they just pour everything out like that. Like, that just doesn't happen like that. It's so weird, dude. It was so fake. I mean, if some of it wasn't, I apologize to those people for saying it. It's like Alex Jones saying the fucking shootings are fake, and these people really, the guy really doesn't have a leg. Guy really was in the military. But it all just felt planted and fake and just awful. It just, it's just like, okay, Hispanic and gay and kids and, photographer, black, military, lost leg.
I'm going to give you $5,000 for pediatric research.
Dude, and then
I'm going to give you $10,000. You cheap fucks.
And then they had the family, like the kid and the family, and he's trying to raise money, and Connor of cancer, and like, it was just, everybody had that story, like, and it was just so set up and planned. It was unbelievable. Like, it's nowhere even close. Even the other undercover bosses seem planned a lot of times, because they seem like, wow, like, how do these people actually, why don't they find a cocksucker every once in a while? But yeah, it just seems so fake. It was puke-inducing, unfortunately. I wanted to have fun with it, but it was really sad.
I couldn't laugh. It was sad as fuck. I agree with you, Joe.
It was pathetic. It was like watching Raw. Blake, man, we'll let you go. Thanks, Blake. Thanks for bringing that up.
One message to Tommy. Quit having your mommy call the law offices of Hagen and Dawes and get yourself a fucking girlfriend.
Fami's under attack. Fami's under attack for purchasing his domain name in bad faith.
Ridiculous.
Hilarious.
Sasha Banks' sweet ass tweeted us that Summer Rae, former diva herself, went ahead and said, I wish Sasha Banks got a push. She tweeted that about an hour ago tonight.
She did. She got 4 of them, and then they took the title away from her right away.
It's like, I understand people are kind of done with Alexa at this point, but
you
can't forget about what had happened previously.
At this point, there's so many good women now up there that it's just like, I'm letting it go. Like, just go get it.
Yeah, it's hard to hate on him for this. If it was a Nikki Bella type or it's Christmas time.
It's Christmas time.
Gotta get the gifts. Santa's on his way. I wanna make a porn in Santa's sleigh. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Let's get it on. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's a Christmas song.
It's Christmas time.
This is a fucking Christmas song. I wanna fuck Mrs. Claus.
It's Christmas time.
Well, Honey in the Skank was okay, but not that good. There was no honey and there was a skank that we can't name names. Cough Roman, but other than that, I give Honey in a Skank 5 out of 10.
Honey in a Skank 5 out of 10.
Super Chat Party.
Thank you, Aru Shinchu.
WWE was called to Star Wars for their push of minorities. But tonight they are accused of white privilege. VC Bliss 1. HMMMMMMMM.
Yeah, right? I mean, hey, listen, Flyers, thank you for the donation. Yeah, I was like that guy that called up the other day that was, like, mad there was Asian people in the WWE. Like, he clearly... that guy really seemed like he might have been racist. I don't know. But yeah,
definitely.
just, oh, my God, the people complaining about the minority thing and then the white thing and then it's SJW. Like, I didn't see any of that. I did on Undercover Boss. I didn't see any of that in WWE. Other than the black guys not getting a push unless they dance, I don't know.
Yeah, the New Day fighting over pancakes, pancake power.
Oh, we got these pancakes here. Aru Shinchu, thank you for the donation before that too. It's good to hear from my buddy Aru Shinchu.
I get that Kofi's the safe choice to put him in a ladder match, but I wish all three of them got in.
This PPV had 3 good matches.
Yeah.
The women's MITB match, Styles Nakamura match, and the men's MITB match. I send my condolences to the Steen family. Plays taps.
They should have had they should have had Big E in there just to throw a curveball.
Quick question.
Yo.
How do you guys really think Becky feels about being underutilized as much as she has? Do you think she could make more money elsewhere if she left?
No.
And do you think she would be perfect in joining Bullet Club as the first female member?
I mean, Bullet Club. Javier, thank you, Javier, for the $4, man. I don't agree. I think she should stay in WWE and just keep working it how she is. I think she'll have plenty of time for the indies later.
I think her time is coming soon. I really do.
Happy Papa's Day, Joe and Jake.
Oh, thank you, Goon.
Thank you, Goon.
Wait a minute. Now, Jake, Goon, thank you. Jake, what do you mean her time is coming? You mean her time is she's coming, she's leaving, or she's going to get pushed?
No, I should clarify. Yeah, I think she's going to get a chance to be women's champ on SmackDown again. I think Becky is going to be pushed back to the top soon enough. Just consider it a sense of intuition, an inkling, a guess. No real evidence behind it, but I feel like she's put in the work for so long, and she's been dedicated and, you know, proved faithful time and time and time again. You know, she's been a goodwill ambassador for them for years now.
Right.
This show was fucking awesome. Every match was 5 stars, but the best match of the night and possibly the best match of all time was Roman versus Jinder. I came so hard in my pants when Roman hit that spear. Now with all that being said, time to shoot myself.
We'll miss you, Broken Lion.
Hey, Broken Lion, man. Thank you for the $4, Broken Lion. What's up, brother? Yeah, that was a good match. So the best, I thought Cena was in that match.
Super Chat Party.
Everyone talk about Roman, but ignore Bliss. What happened to the real Becky or Natty should have one, period. It's favoritism, period. I digress.
Typically, I would agree, but I don't feel like it this time. Just because they needed to get the belt off of Ronda belt off of Nia without giving it to Ronda.
Yeah, thank you, Limitless. But yeah, I kind of agree. I thought it was a decent move tonight. I really can't say I hated that for once, which is weird. I could see in a parallel universe I do. Limitless, thank you, Limitless, for the donation. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit torn.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Suck it.
Funny how WWE was too Star Wars-like and pushed Asians and minorities, but tonight it's a white privilege issue because Bliss won. HMMMMMMM.
Is that the same one as before, or is that a different donation? Flyer, thank you, Flyers. It sounded like the other one.
It sounded like a repeat. But
Flyers, I don't know if you sent that twice, man, but if you did, thank you.
No, I think
it was just similar.
Not. Yeah, I think it was just very similar.
Hey, Pernell Brown, what's up? Thank you for subbing to the channel, man. Drink a beer for me, man. I might grab one in a minute, actually. I'm gonna be when I'm done with this review, I'm gonna be either playing PUBG or Diablo. I don't know which one yet, but probably. Pablo Bronson, what's up, Pablo? Welcome to the channel, Pablo. What's up, Pablo?
I like how Charlotte, really set out to. She looked like she wanted to hurt people tonight. Every time she went underneath one of the women and just picked them up off the ladder and slammed them down. You know, we saw a lot of big spots from her, which was well executed.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, couldn't help but think of that damn statue every time Graves was on Lalo Lias. And Ronda match were my favorite. Austin's the GOAT.
Angel Pimentel. What's up, Angel? Angel. Look at this. There he is. Look at that beauty. Goal! Ronaldo. Look at this. Can you believe they fixed the statue to look like that and it looked like that before?
I prefer the original. They should have left it that way.
It has more personality.
Could be used as a scarecrow.
$9 for a fuck. Someone
donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches.
Inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
I started it at Ronda and was gonna re-watch the outcomes, but something must have happened. 'Cause the network won't let me watch anything before the Nakamura AJ match.
That happens to me too. It's like YouTube.
I'm so sick of Alexa.
Yeah.
Wish Nat would have won just for story. Please no more bullying Nia.
PA the Baker, thanks, man. That happens to me on the network too. It doesn't like, it loses the first couple hours for a while, just like YouTube.
I has Alexa whining and Soma Joe. I was wildly wrong. I'm gonna sail away and stop using Wrestle Rumble. I never win.
Goodbye, Justin Bailey. I mean, Trey. Trey, thank you so much, man. Oh, I don't use Wrestle Rumble anymore. Fuck Wrestle Rumble. You know why? Because they put out an email sucking JD's dick. And I said, hey, stop sucking his dick. And then they took me off their thing and
shit bomb.
Whatever.
Braun pulls ARVD and asks for a match at SummerSlam. He won't cash it in at a random time.
Yeah, that's true.
He could.
Braun pulls a RVD, asks for a match at SummerSlam. He won't cash in at a random time. Lemon, thank you for the $5.
Yeah, Braun could just say, I want a match. I'm cashing in. You're going to face me at SummerSlam. Sail away.
I think it'd be better if he just did what we said. Like, people think they're going home upset at SummerSlam. Roman wins, beats Brock. But then he cashes in. It kind of ruins the thing with Brock losing a little bit, though. But
yeah, fuck him.
Fuck him. Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck him.
Thanks, Trey.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Yo, I gotta say thank you very much to Trey, and thank you to Lemon. Thank you, Lemon.
The show then saw Ronda and Carmella and whoops. Wessons on Wessons on Wessons.
Wessons on
Other
Wessons.
than that, Ellsworth got a bigger pop than Reigns in the past 4 years.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah, you would have thought that Ellsworth was Shawn Michaels tonight. Dickie Nas. Dickie, he was like, he pulled off, because they all knew, we all knew it was him. I mean, we knew that.
Yeah, we knew he was coming, but NXT NY on Twitter said James Ellsworth, when he took off that mask, he looked like a cross between the chest burster, from Alien, and the ugly troll from Cat's Eye. I was just like, he had that cross-eyed look on his face. It was just, and you know what else got me? He brought this up, but it's a great point.
Jake, it was really close to the higher power reveal.
Oh, it was me.
It was me, Austin.
When he takes the Oscar mask off, someone has to audio cue that in. Just edit that. It was me all along. You fell for it.
No. Someone has to, when he takes the mask off, someone has to put in, duh, like on stupid shit. Like, oh, it'd be funny.
Oh,
Jaden Hardy, thanks for subbing, Jaden, and John Montgomery before that. Subscribe, baby. Hit that sub button down below. Don't miss out on all the other videos I do, and don't miss out on me making videos about fucking your mom. I'm sorry. Mike T, thanks for subbing. What's up? As you can tell, this is a mature channel.
I thought the B team had a tag match coming up tonight too. Even when I did the prediction shows, with other people, it was like, I thought they had a match. That was the whole point of them going through like the mini tournament that they had, and they earned the #1 contender spots, and that's why Bray and Woken Matt Hardy came out and said all that against them last week.
Yeah.
And then they weren't even on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I actually forgot all about that, but you're right. I thought
granted,
that was
it went long enough, no complaints, but still, it's like, okay, you just... Oh, I guess Raw has no tag team.
I honestly, I missed the pre-show tonight, so I thought maybe that took place on the pre-show, but...
Yeah, no, it was just the Bludgeon Brothers against the Club, which actually was a good match. It was serviceable. I enjoyed it. Yeah, they worked really well together, and I can certainly see them having a rematch again soon.
Well, then,
I wouldn't complain about it either. I mean, they hit a few high spots, but not enough to ruin a rematch.
Will they be reserved for like TV? You think, rather, because maybe they still won't make the pay-per-view the next time.
I think this could have been on the pay-per-view. It was pay-per-view worthy. Could have opened up the show and people would have been happy.
That's interesting. I missed it though, but hey, glad you saw it. Too bad. Maybe I should go look at it. Sausage, what's up, Sausage?
Hey, Joe. Hey, Jake.
How's it going, bud?
I'm doing good tonight. I thought this pay-per-view was pretty decent. I thought it was a 6 out of 10. I thought the what was it? The Alexa Bliss win. All right. I like Alexa Bliss, but they're pushing her in a way that's kind of like Roman, kind of similar. But I guess they kind of went the safe bet. But I really wish they would have given it maybe to Becky or hell, even to Sasha. I don't know, but that's just my opinion.
With the women, they're really cautious with the women compared to the men. You know, they're really.
That's where they used to throw the title around. I feel like they've kind of tried to stray away from that as much.
I
think they thought Nia was going to get over with everybody like supporting her. Be who you are. Be comfortable in your own skin. Kind of message they were going for, the be a star, not a bully campaign, and it really fell flat.
Then
so then they tried to turn her into a heel, and that didn't work. And they're like, "Oh shit, we got to get the belt off of her. This failed."
Yeah, it's like they didn't know what to do because she came in as a heelish, and then she went full face. Then quickly went like transitioned heelish again. It was like, what is going on? But I don't know if she really failed. I think they failed her because they never they never committed to either one of those things the right way. They never did. They just went like, here, do this, now do this. And then because of that, people went, this is stupid. So I think they sabotaged her, in my opinion. I don't think we've actually seen her try to commit to something and go for a run and then come up failing.
Yeah, I just think they expected more of like a better, positive initial reaction to warrant them staying.
They did. I mean, the night after WrestleMania, that crowd chanted for her. That sarcastic asshole crowd chanted for her. Like they felt for her. Like that's amazing. So they got that. And
That's true. That's true.
And then and literally right after that, I think it was the next week she did that again. She did that sort of thing and it didn't work out.
Yeah, she did the same thing and it
then
just
they bailed.
didn't get much of a reception.
And
that's
then they
when it
bailed.
failed.
Yeah, then it got all fucking weird after that. It was like they gave up.
Yeah, then the train derailed. That was it.
Fucking asshole WWE. I do blame them though in many ways. Not the biggest fan of her fucking virtue signaling she does on Twitter and stuff, but
yeah, but
whatever.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of hers, regardless.
But she's big. She's big. Sausage. Anything else? I'm sorry. Anything else, Sausage? You want to say, man?
Nah, I don't think so. But fuck Tommy though. He's a cunt. Fuck him.
Oh man. Oh man. I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry. I'm getting all kinds of hate. I'm just fucking pissed, bro. Who fucking says that on my show? Like, oh, it's terrible what happens on there and everywhere, and on the other one, it's all just okay. It's a work. Come on.
I'd be pissed too.
Fuck out of here, bullshit asshole. Like,
I've been a good friend to Joe this whole time.
He's off the show. How about that? I even blocked him. Fuck him. You're done. You're fucking done, dude. Like, well, I don't need you to be a dickhead. You don't even.
So he can come back on and spout off about how he wants everybody to donate to him to go to Playlist Live.
He only knows about that other show because of me. Like, what a dickhead. What a dickhead. Like, nobody would know about that without me, and he fucking goes over there and then says, like, oh, it's a work over there. The fuck are you talking about? Anyway, Scott Frame. What's up, Scott? Big time Scott Frame.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's good to hear from you. I love you.
It's been a while. Hey, and also fuck Tommy NC. You can fuck off.
Oh, boy.
I actually are they donating to him on other shows to help him go to playlist or buying him a goddamn mask or
I bought this fuck a mask. I bought him a mask. We sent him to Playlist Live in many ways. Like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck? F Tommy's corpse. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I actually enjoyed most of the show. I was actually really down on this whole pay-per-view before it started, but it was actually good. The Nakamura Shinsuke match, or not Nakamura AJ match, rather, was good. What was your match of the night if you had to pick? Mine was the women's match, the women's ladder match.
I'd say I can't decide between the women's match and Elias versus Seth. Probably the women's match, I guess, but then Elias versus Seth, and then Nakamura Styles.
If Nakamura had won, I would have picked that one, absolutely, but I did like the ending. It's just that, I feel bad because now Nakamura is just buried to oblivion at this point. He's lost way too many times. But I keep going back and I just keep gushing about the women's match. There was a lot that I really liked, and I was pleasantly surprised by what they gave us. Charlotte, when she caught Sasha Banks with that neck breaker, and then she sets up the other ladder, and you get the razor's edge, and then they did that little roll up, and Alexa Bliss came in, for some really cool spots too. And a lot of people said, "Oh, she hardly did anything." They all had, I feel like, enough adequate time in the ring to do, what they needed to. I felt like it was
One thing I wanted to say, though, I tweeted you this, Jake and Joe. If a Bliss winning is cool, like in the moment, it's pretty awesome. But if you think about it, are we going to get Bliss versus, say, Nia for the 1,000th time? Bliss versus Sasha again? Bliss versus Bayley? I ain't going to lie to you. I don't want to see that. I'd rather have Natty versus Sasha. I know it may sound crazy, but it's just how I feel in the moment.
I think we're going to get her and Ronda. I think that's what they're going to try and build
Alexa
to.
Versus Ronda?
I think that's what they're going to be building towards.
Do you think they felt like it would be more important for Alexa to beat Ronda versus Alexa beating Nia, and that's why the switch happened, and that's it? Like, she's she's clearly the heel that's getting heat, and Ronda's clearly the person that whatever. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't think enough of them gave a shit about Natty, so her facing Natalya wasn't going to, raise her stock at all.
Well, I mean, the crowd was cheering when Alexa came out there. I feel like Chicago's a heel crowd.
Yeah, and that speaks volumes to how over she is.
I just don't know. I think it would depend on the city, and like Ronda did good, but
yeah, that's one thing I haven't mentioned. Ronda did fantastic tonight, I feel. And Nia, even when she went for that Samoan drop towards the later second half of the match, she dropped her when she dropped her backwards on her side. She didn't drop her flat. And you just see things like that from Nia. And it was the way that she directed Ronda's landing. And you could tell that hurt. Nia was she looked rather green tonight, and that was unfortunate.
Guys, take a look at this photo. Monday Nitro sent this to me. That's the Brock Lesnar guy, the fan. And look at this awkward photo he took with The Miz at the airport. The Miz is like, fuck my life, fuck off.
Fuck this guy, get away from me.
This guy sniffed my balls once in the locker room. Oh my god, dude. Miz's face.
Miz is exhausted, beat up, just wants to go home.
What was that?
How in the hell is Braun going to cash in? The fucking champ's never there. How is he going to find him in his farm? Like fucking Sable? Well,
like I said, it's going to be a big match. It's going to be, if it's a big match at SummerSlam, and it's like Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, right? And so let's say Brock Lesnar loses and Roman Reigns wins, and everyone's like, boo. Well, Braun Strowman comes out to beat Roman Reigns. Or even worse, Roman Reigns spears Braun and keeps the belts. Imagine that.
Braun gets a failed cash-in.
It's Braun as a failed cash-in.
And then Baron Corbin comes out laughing.
And then Baron Corbin comes out and gives him a haircut.
Oh, God.
That would be hysterical. I would probably smash my TV. Happened,
oh my god!
Thanks for taking my call, guys.
No, thank you, Scott.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too, bud. Even Donald Trump in the chat said what happened in the Bray and Hardy versus B Team match tonight. I really thought there was going to be a Raw tag team match tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no tag team
I
match.
didn't see it on the card, but for some reason, you just it passes by, with too many thoughts. But I thought it would have been on there.
But
so
yeah,
much for that, I guess.
I don't know, man. I'm glad there wasn't because goddamn, they've been
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, there was enough matches, but they could have put one more on the pre-show.
Yeah, pre-show
we
would
didn't
have
see
been
much
nice.
about Roman and Jinder. I mean, that match was just
because it was just the
Chicago
fans.
clearly sent a message, just boisterously loud, by booing the hell out of Reigns and everything they chanted.
WrestleMania sent the message. Last pay-per-view sent the message. And now Chicago has sent the message. This is 3 messages now.
And I was going to say, I don't think they're going to hear it,
I mean, maybe they are, because he's in a match with Jinder. That could be that they did hear it.
I just think that they had him in a match with Jinder to keep him away from the Money in the Bank match because he's already going to face Brock. He didn't need the Money in the Bank. He's going to get a rematch against Brock. So they kept him out of the ladder match. They still needed him on the show. But he's already going to go face Lesnar at SummerSlam.
If Vince and Creative really hate Asuka's and Nakamura's English, why not put them in a stable and have an advocate speak for them?
I'm not so sure they really do hate it that much. I mean, I'm sure they're not the biggest fan of their whatever, but I don't know. I mean, WWE Violin, Asuka, they gave her a ton of mic time not that long ago, and it was weird. There was too much mic time. And, Shinsuke's had been okay. Hello,
Hey Joe and Jake.
Hey.
Well, I'll just say this, some matches was good, some was bad. I give it a out of 10. I usually don't like same night cash-ins. Kinda ruins the whole gimmick to use all year.
Yeah, it kind of does. That's the one thing that does suck about it is it's over now. That's it. You know what I mean? Kalel Bama, thank you, Kalel Bama, for the $4, Kalel Bama. And yeah, it's too bad that's over. It was fun a little bit.
Super Chat Party.
Negative Joe, wait, what? Not Friday CME.
Glad to know Steven German types like he talks. Steven, what's up?
Negative points to Joe. Wait, it's not Friday.
Go have sex with the blankets. I love you, Steven German. What's up to Danny Piffin in the chat? Shout out to Danny Piffin randomly because he's the man. Guys, hit that like button. Stick the thumb up my ass if you want to. And make sure you subscribe. And again, if you guys want to support the show big time, head over to Patreon. Get a bonus 30 hours of content a month. For just $5 a month, 30 hours a month of bonus content. New shows coming, tons of shit coming. My interview with Ellsworth is up on Patreon. All that shit's up there. Jerry Jones the Third. What's up, Jerry? Give me Cowboy Stadium, will you? I want that fucking arena, man. I need to make some money, Jerry Jones. Come on. Thanks for subbing to the channel, Jerry. What's up?
I agree with Explodum. He said,
The best match at Honey in the Skank was AJ versus Nakamura in a Rashman Staten match.
Oh my god.
Still would prefer Honey and Skanks at this PPV.
Yeah.
Well, at least we can do that in 2K18. Lol, love ya guys and happy Father's Day.
I would do it, man. Aru Shin Chu. Aru Shin Chu. Thank you, Aru Shin Chu, very much for the motherfucking
Super Chat
money.
Party.
Were you guys POD with Saxon Coach being so annoying tonight?
Oh my god.
Coach sounded like he was on drugs. Hashtag on Todd Drugs. Happy Father's Day to both you.
Hey, Finn Balor forever. Thank you for the $5, Finn Balor forever. That was one thing we haven't talked about yet. The commentary was AIDS. I got to give Corey Graves credit because he roasted everybody. So
yeah, he was pretty good with the quips.
He had about enough, I think. So I really appreciated Corey Graves shitting on people. But my God, man, was
right off the bat. We got Corey Graves and Tom Phillips, and I'm like, all right, I'm digging this. I can tolerate this. And then
it was awful.
Yeah, then it just fell apart. We had Brian Saxon there too, but I just tuned him out. He doesn't count. So,
Cole was the worst.
Tom Phillips, Corey Graves, I like them two together.
Yeah,
it's a breath of fresh
normally
air comparatively.
He's still a robot now, though. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, but it's better than Michael Cole yelling during the Rousey match. This isn't the UFC.
Well, Michael Cole's the worst. I mean, I would say Coach is the worst, and Michael Cole's the second worst. I tried to take your phone call, man.
It was like so fucking egregiously irritating. I wanted to jump through my computer screen and slap him.
Coach doesn't get to the point. He starts trying to make a point, and he goes on too long, and Cole's like freaking out because there's action going on. He's trying to call, and you can tell Cole's like, "Oh, okay." Like Coach needs to learn his timing.
Coach is like, one time back in college, right? I was with these chicks. I dropped some pills in their drinks, and oh yeah, the match.
Yeah, and Michael Cole's like, okay, great, Coach. I'm sorry, Coach, but look at the action. Like that happens all the time. Yeah, Coach needs to, when he's about to say something, he needs to hit that point and move and be done. You're the third man in, Coach. You're the third man in, bro. You can't be these long-winded fucking things. I'm sorry if I missed your call, guys. A few people just called and I dropped the calls. Please call back. I will take your phone call. I think Scott Frame's still on the phone, right, Scott? Or 520 is on the phone. What's up, 520?
What's up, guys? This is Red Enigma 23. Wow, that was hard to get out. Also known as Antonio. You've probably seen my comments here and there, but
yeah. What's up, man?
First off, happy Father's Day, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I hear where you guys are coming from as far as it still being pretty lacking, but I kind of have a hard time thinking this isn't the main roster's pay-per-view, like the best one, excuse me, all year by far.
Yeah, I would say that.
I can see that. I really enjoyed tonight. Like I said, there was a lot that kept me interested and I thought was fun to watch.
Right.
I wasn't behind all of the booking decisions for outcomes, but a lot of the matches were fun, getting to those scenarios.
Indeed, and I don't know about you guys. I honestly liked the women's match. They had a lot of good spots in there that I actually enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, they almost nailed it.
I can hear where you guys are coming from on Alexa, but
I was happy. I was cheering for her. I was actually cheering for her. I liked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I liked it. It's weird. I liked her, and I liked the match too. It's just like I said, I was saying to Leah, I was saying out loud. I don't know if Leah was really listening to me, but I was saying out loud randomly, like man, this is like one of the best women's Money in the Bank matches ever. Probably that there's been, obviously, in best women's matches on a pay-per-view. It was a really good one. It was top 5, top 3, whatever. But the only thing that bothered me was it started getting a little too spotty, and they were a step behind on a few things, and it was really bad when they did that. But the match still, even with that, was still really damn good. You know what I mean? Thanks for the call, man. 708, you're on the phone too. What's up?
Hey, first-time caller, long-time listener. I just got informed from the stadium, from the arena tonight, man. It was nuts.
Oh shit!
I was sitting on the upper deck, and we had so much fun with that Roman match. We didn't even pay attention. We were just chanting like everything. 3 beach balls came out of that section. The wave. Oh my God, we had such a blast.
Yeah, you guys were really raucous and lively. Oh,
Chicago is such a savage town. So anytime we come in, we don't play around. I'm letting you know that, Joe. But the Alexa match tonight, the women's match, the Money in the Bank, it was pretty decent. I was not expecting that cash in from Alexa though, but it was a good show being there in person in that crowd.
Yeah, certainly seems that way. One thing I wanted to know is, how did it sound when Roman actually came out? Was it just the loudest chorus of boos ever? Because on TV, it was really hard to hear. They either had everybody on commentary just remain quiet, or they muted them entirely. I don't know which is which, but they went ahead and, they just tuned them out and lowered it down drastically. I'd love to hear if anybody has a recording, from the actual moment when he came out in the crowd. Joe at Splodum said that on Twitter as well. He said, I hope someone posts a video in the building during Roman's entrance. I'd love to hear how bad it really was. I'd love to hear that too.
It was it was bad, but it wasn't bad as seeing that back in 2011. Bad, but it was a good. It was a good show tonight. I mean, me being there, I had to give it a 7. But Takeover still beat Money in the Bank easy. But I was pretty entertained, sports entertained.
What would you give tonight yourself?
For me?
Yeah, what would your rating be out of 10?
Well, being there, it kind of at 1 point, so I would give it a 7. 7 just for the whole experience.
The whole experience? Oh, that's including being there. So you figure what? At home, you'd give it a 6.
At home, I'd probably give it a 6 or 6.5. But seeing Alexa catch it, seeing Alexa catch it, and then that night the crowd got nuts, got wild, and so that as soon as the kimono came from under the ring, we all knew it was Ellsworth right from the get go.
Yeah,
yeah, it certainly seemed to be.
That was a really big moment, man. They must have been happy because they hit on that. I mean, we all knew it was him, and it was just really fun anyway, man. It was. Did you see anything weird before the show or anything like that?
Oh, we had a standoff between Joe and Kevin Owens at the pre-show table. I was sitting right above the pre-show table in section 215, and the whole crowd started chanting Joe, Joe, and then Kevin came out, and we all had a Booker T chant going. It was just the Chicago crowd. My section, we had such a ball. We was just living it up, man.
That's the best.
I'm telling you, you have to come to a Chicago event. A Chicago pay-per-view is no other than any other city that's even Boston. I'll give you Boston and New York, but Chicago is a totally different crowd.
No, I mean, no, I'll tell you. I mean, I'm from Boston, but I'll tell you, Chicago's a better crowd than Boston right now. It absolutely is. Chicago is a better crowd than Boston right now, for sure. It's it's really Chicago versus New York. I mean, they get pretty close. I would say Chicago might even be the loudest one. When Chicago's on fire, they're number one. But a lot of times New York is really number one too. So it's like they go back and forth, man. They battle it out. Boston has become more like Philadelphia too, right? Like really, Philadelphia kills it too. But Boston has really become kind of like L.A. and Pittsburgh. You kind of get a mix of the really hardcore fans and a mix of the not casuals, but like more of the relaxed fan. It's like you know what I mean. Boston's pretty good. Boston's a good city. It's in their top tier cities for sure. But yeah, Chicago, New York, and Philly right now, hedge that out. I'd say Boston is more like L.A. at this point with how it's a damn good crowd, but it doesn't jump over the fence like Chicago can. So yeah, no, even being from Boston, I'd say Chicago's better for sure.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
You have to come to Chicago when you come in town, man.
Bring a bulletproof vest, but come to Chicago.
Yeah, Boston, even Hartford, they don't bring the same kind of crowds like they used to.
We used to kill it. Like if you went back to 1990, 1988, Boston was just killed it, man. But Chicago's always been really good too for so many years, man. Going back 25 years, I can remember the Chicago shows. It's ingrained there now, And it's the first place the WWE, right? Because the home of WWE is really Connecticut, Boston, New York. It's the first place the WWE really had a huge crowd go nuts that wasn't that northeast quarter that the WWE's turf is. It's really the first place. Think about it. It's crazy. But man, I'm glad you went because, hey, it's a hell of a show in Chicago all the time.
Hey, Joe. One last thing. I do appreciate you. Appreciate the time. Have you noticed every pay-per-view event? It was probably like the worst, but it's so different. It's so different at the Allstate Arena. It was just it's such a different vibe. I mean, especially from when I was at Takeover last night, it was just a hostile environment all around. But even both shows. But you know what though? It was a great event, great WWE weekend. I will be at All In on September 1st with that crowd.
Nice.
It's going to be sick.
That's going to be awesome. I hope we get to see it. I can't afford to go out there, but I hope I get to see it. And, man, thank you for the call. Good shit. And I enjoy the night, man. If I was there, I would have been drunk. It would have been great. I would have been hammered. I would have been fucking like, CM Punk!
Frosted and toasted.
No, I would have told Roman to swallow. Remember when I was at Hell in a Cell? with I was at Hell in a Cell with Leah with Sasha versus Charlotte. I told Roman to hit himself with the kendo stick or whatever. That was the best thing because the best.
You heard that clear as day.
Everybody heard it, and people were tweeting like, "Did you hear that guy in the crowd yell?" And I'm like, "Dude, that was me. You fucking like that was me. Like you didn't tell it was me." I don't know if that's still on the network, but I think it is still there. But it's very vague. Like you have to really put headphones on or something. But yeah, I yelled, "Hit yourself with it, Roman!" And dude, it got my whole section was laughing at that. Leah was like, "Oh, please stop yelling things." But I knew it would get picked up, and I kept yelling. Like I yelled a bunch of stupid shit, that night. But it was fun. But yeah, Chicago, man, it's a good night. You don't have to put Chicago over, man. We already know. It's already been put over, baby.
Damn straight.
Let's.
Like you said too, for the women's match, there was that one time that does stand out with Naomi being on top of the ladder, and she was up there. I see it playing back on the network quite a while, and like you said, that was a mistimed spot. She really could have gotten the briefcase then. She had it in her hands, and but
how about when they threw somebody off at one point too, and like the ladder was supposed to fall and it didn't, so then Sasha grabbed the ladder and dumped it. It was just weird.
Yeah, that was another one too. But I think a lot of people were hoping that this would be a chance to build up somebody different, especially because Alexa has been on top for quite a while. She came from SmackDown's Women's Champ, then Raw Women's Champ for, the better part of a year.
Yeah.
At least. But I feel like the tide is going to change soon enough. I feel like this is just to kind of right some of the wrongs with Nia, and then whoever does beat Alexa, which I think she could have a great feud again with Sasha, or she can go in and face Ember Moon. There's quite a few possibilities. So
yeah,
I'm curious to see where we go from here, even with the Riot Squad too.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they could really. Unfortunately, it's going to be sort of it's a little bit of a gimmicky thing now with the women's belt because they've got so many people they feel like they have to work around. I feel like they're breaking in Ronda, trying to be really careful with her, but still putting her in the spotlight. Like they're kind of having their cake and eating it too, or whatever you call it, whatever the fucking the saying is. It's like they're putting Ronda in these main events, but kind of keeping her safe, but like letting her break out more and more. How do you think she did tonight? Because I watched it and she seemed to be okay. She seems to be a lot like kind of like Ric Flair in a way. And I'm not saying like Ric Flair because Ric Flair is like a wrestling fucking god or whatever. And Ronda is Ronda. She's sort of a gimmick in itself. But what I mean is, I watched her actually get thrown around a lot tonight, and she really didn't. She didn't have a ton of offense. It's kind of like punch, kick, and submission hold, and
they try and keep her similar to her UFC counterpart. That's where you came from, so this is what we're going to get from you.
But she was selling a lot tonight, I thought.
She sold very well, and some of the shots were harsher because Nia didn't deliver them properly either. She tooled her at one point when she slammed her into the canvas, and then the throw to the outside was a bit rough as well.
Yeah.
But I think she really tried to make Nia look like quite the killer, and I think she gave it her best. I thought she did fantastic. And I'm glad it wasn't this quick squash match that we thought we were going to get, followed by a cash-in. So I did really expect her to win. I no matter what, I thought there was going to be a cash-in, whether it be Natalya or somebody else. I was confident we were going to see a cash-in. But I thought it was going to be Natalya, really. That was where I thought they were going with it. I kind of fell for that hook, line, and sinker, admittedly. I wanted Becky, but, so be it. I'm okay with Alexa. But I thought they were going to have Ronda win tonight and then lose the title. I thought that's where they were going to go with it, just to have her be able to go to the UFC Hall of Fame and say she was WWE Women's Champion.
Yeah, well, now he's not that petty.
Yeah. The answers are he answers that question.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about Vince and I think sometimes we get carried away with how evil or whatever Vince could be or what he's whatever. I think sometimes it just comes down to Vince just sometimes sees things differently, but I don't think he's a very.
That's true. But it wasn't so much just being petty this time, but more what does he get out of the deal? Because there's been a few times where they got Brock, they'll get Ronda, but he didn't really get much back as compared to what he gave.
Maybe he did what he thought was right for the story, and that's it. That's what,
he just stuck to the booking.
And maybe Ronda probably wouldn't have been able to just bring her WWE title there anyway because it would have been kind of awkward and insulting. So maybe they wouldn't have done it anyway. So, yeah. Whatever, you know. Hey, 347, you're on the phone. What's up?
Hey, what's up going on, Joe?
What's up?
So, honestly, the match with Ronda and Nia, I thought it was pretty good. I think it was better than her match at WrestleMania. But it's just annoying to see like Ronda's ring awareness. Like you saw when she fell out the ring, and in the turnbuckle she like tripped over.
Yeah,
kind of annoying, honestly.
Yeah, she's a little bit sloppy with how she does things. Like she's unorthodox in a way. Interesting about the WrestleMania thing. I was more excited at WrestleMania for her. Because I was so surprised. Like wow, like whoa. You know, I don't know if I would like this better, but I was impressed that she was able to wrestle. You know, singles. I'm just impressed that she doesn't like really fuck up. Like, there's no really awkward, complete fuck ups. At least I don't think. Maybe I missed something, but I don't. That's what I'm actually like. I'm actually surprised that she hasn't looked bad, like really bad, at some point.
Yeah, honestly, she did look pretty good tonight. She looked a little bit kind of gassed towards the end of the match, but other than that, it was not bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was really shocked that Alexa cashed in tonight. I really didn't expect her to cash it in tonight.
Yeah, that was pretty shocking. I thought when I was talking about this a little bit on Twitter, I really didn't do a predictions video, and I didn't talk about it much in my videos. But on Twitter, I kind of said things like, you know, I smell unpredictability tonight as far as the women's go. That's why I don't even want to give predictions, because even the men's I thought was maybe something weird would happen. Everyone says Natalya and The Miz. It's clearly set up that way, but it's not going to happen. So I don't know what to tell you. So unpredictability tonight it made sense. I told, actually, the only person that knows that I picked it was Leah, because before the show started, or before the match was starting, I was saying, I go, you know, Alexa Bliss could win this thing. You know what I mean? And then I was thinking, I didn't think about the cash in though. I thought about it, but I was like, nah, they're not going to do that. So even that was like shocking. Some people said they didn't like the cash in. They thought it was kind of a little sloppy, like it wasn't as exciting because it took so long to get it going. It was weird how long it took her to, like, she kept handing it and rehanding it, and it was a little weird.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty good overall, because they keep trying to do that thing where they make you think like, oh, she's gonna cash in. No, she's not. Yes, she is. No, she's not. Yes, she did. You know, it's like they mess with your head like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, honestly, it was pretty brutal too. She kept like hitting Nia with that briefcase. She looked really hard.
Yeah, it looked like she wasn't hitting her to me. Like I thought she should have waffled her in the head, or like something. But it was like she was like swinging
really
it with one.
Hard.
It was weird, right? It was like she was swinging it with one arm. It was bizarre. Like I was like, I bought that thing. It ain't that thing ain't that.
They
bad.
built him up to be so strong tonight.
Yeah.
That if he doesn't win the Money in the Bank, then someone in creative needs to die.
I love that one. Anything else you wanted to say, 347?
Yeah, just one last thing. So I saw tonight that they're doing this event in Australia, and they're having Triple H versus Undertaker again, which I don't know why, because that was supposed to be like the last match.
For the last time ever. After the last time ever.
End of an era.
I mean, dude,
yeah, I was complaining about this the other night. I was like, oh, it's the end of an ending era. Oh, fuck. You know?
Yeah, this is... I really... you know, I can't argue from a business standpoint, but from a fucking fan canon, you know, perspective, I really don't like it. I think it's the Undertaker's... I think it's part of what's not being said as the Undertaker's farewell tour. I really do. I know that they already sort of did that with Triple H, and unfortunately that could have ended there, but you know, I think this is his farewell tour, and I think Triple H is one guy, and you know, he's going to get somebody else. Hell, it could be, for all we know, dude, it could be Brock Lesnar and him again at WrestleMania, and Lesnar could beat him again. I don't fucking know. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but this is definitely his farewell tour for sure. But I don't really like that they're putting these guys in a match again after what they did in Hell in a Cell, and that was supposed to be the end, and now it's back again, all because they need to sell tickets in a big arena in, you know, Australia. But then when you say all because they need to sell, you know, a record-breaking amount of tickets in an arena, you can't help them for being desperate and going to the well. They wouldn't have to do this if they had megastars, But obviously you saw the Saudi Arabia reaction. A lot of people went for nostalgia, and I think a lot of people in Australia will go for nostalgia. Because while a lot of people in Australia watch the product, there's a lot of people in Australia that will find out about this, and they'll say, oh my God, I always wanted to go to WWE, but I never went to it. I never got to see it. I used to watch it years ago. Oh, Triple H versus Undertaker? You know what I mean? So that's designed to get those type of people to come who maybe aren't even watching the product now, who when Roman comes out, they won't even know who he is. But they bought the tickets based on those guys, and that's a real fact, and that's true. But that's the case. If they had a Stone Cold Steve Austin and a Rock right now, you know, they probably wouldn't need to dive into that and screw up some of the history we had. But oh well. What do you think, Jake? You don't like it, I'm sure. I bet.
No, but I mean, like you said, they certainly are just lacking that real top star. Even with Daniel Bryan right now, I don't think they have anybody to go to where they could just rely on them so heavily. Even when certain things didn't work out or go as planned, like you said, they could go back to that same well with Stone Cold or The Rock or anyone at that point, and it would just instantly work. So them going ahead and pulling Triple H and Undertaker, I get it, I do. But if they advertise Daniel Bryan versus even Brock Lesnar, I feel like that would get a good amount of people, but it's not going to get 100,000 people.
It feels like they have a lot of Intercontinental champions, you know? Like they've got a lot of guys
a lot
who
of
could
really
be,
good mid-card champs at this point.
a lot of guys that could be going for the IC belt, but they haven't gotten to that next level yet. They've got just so many of those. They've got a million of that guy. It's really unbelievable.
What's a dream match that everybody would want to see right now? You know, that's why I said Brock and Daniel. You know, because they already gave us Daniel Bryan versus AJ briefly on SmackDown. But you know, any big dream scenario, I still don't think would get the job done as much as bringing in the two legends.
Dude, imagine Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, like beats the shit out of Daniel Bryan most of the match, right? Then Daniel finally fights back and gets him down. But then Brock just comes back, and then Brock goes to F5 Daniel Bryan, right? Throws him away like he always does. Daniel Bryan lands on his fucking feet, runs off the ropes, and Bisaiku knee kicks him in the fucking head and knocks him out, and then fucking won the title. That would be nuts.
Oh my God!
People would jizz their pants. It would be nuts. But anyway, that's it. Really,
it would be insane.
We're gonna let you go, man. You got, unless you want to say anything else before you go.
Oh, no, man. That was it. Thanks for taking my call, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Good call. Let me get back to the donations
I
here.
sent you Instagram post of Roman's entrance just so you can hear the boos from Chicago without commentary over it.
Oh, I believe it. Like,
it's just so boisterously loud. It's impressive.
Commentary did their best to insult the WWE fans again tonight. That was very good. Good job, WWE, insulting the fans as always. Let's play some donations. We're going to get behind.
Super Chat Party.
Joe, I heard dream chants during Roman's match.
That's awesome. Velveteen Dream, baby. Kelvin McLeod. What's up, Kelvin? I love Velveteen Dream, man. It's great. And yeah, it's but there was a controversy on Twitter today about Hogan's comments about him and Hogan was racist. I don't think so. I think Hogan gave him the push he needed, to be honest. I mean, that made him what he is. It's kind of crazy. I love that he sort of uses that Hogan vibe to kind of say fuck you to Hogan and be this thing. I really love that. Like, talk about coming from a real place. Like, that is so amazing.
Super Chat Party.
Tommy, you're fired.
Tommy, you're fired. That's fucking funny, Steven. He's blocked, I know that.
He tried to pop up, but stand down.
He tried to pop up?
Yeah.
What does
chat
that mean?
ate him up quick.
Oh, he popped up in the chat?
Yeah.
When was that?
About 20 minutes ago.
Pussy.
Chat tore into him quick, and that's all it took.
Well, you're trying to fucking misrepresent what I do with him and then say somebody else. I just don't understand why, I feel bad for Ken because he didn't do anything, but, why is he always innocent of everything? I'm always attacked. It's the weirdest fucking thing. It happens constantly. It's now it's happening with Tommy. So when Tommy's on my show, Velocity, thanks for the sub. It's a problem, like it's real and it's terrible. But when he does the same thing happens there. Oh, it's just it's all work over here. Like what?
Women's match was damn good. Yo, Cron Dog. Love Jake.
Yo, what's up, John D? Thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Peace to you. Yeah, Burn It Down says he was lurking here. Monday Nitro, your donation didn't play. It should be coming up. Where is it? Maybe it didn't. I don't see your donation, Monday Nitro.
Was it a super chat or a donation?
No, I don't see it anywhere. Like, I don't even see it on the list anywhere. Monday Nitro, I don't see it. That's weird. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere.
Super chat party.
That's bizarre.
They should do more Georgia shows. I'm from Georgia.
Bobby Means, thank you for the $2, man. Yeah, Atlanta, baby. We know you get that old school wrestling fucking fan base down in Atlanta, in Georgia. I like it down there. There was a guy who tried to get me to move down there a while ago. You got to come down here, man. You got to come down here. Move into my neighborhood. I was like, I'm going to be the only white guy in your neighborhood. And he's like, yeah, it's all good, man. Just
Georgia. Got Georgia on my mind.
It was a good spot.
I was going to bring this up too, but there was fans over the weekend, like late Friday, Saturday, that rocked out to Ryback.
You hold that thought, motherfucker.
I want honey and I want skanks. Now Joe, go grab the sexiest shirt you got. Jake, do the same. Now go get the tightest underwear you got, and now we can avenue a honey in the skank muck.
Oh my god.
The winner has to do the loser's laundry for a week. Lol.
Yeah. Arushin Chu, man, what's up? I'm down with that. I will do that. Arushin Chu. I will do that, man. Swear to God. What's up, Power?
No people in creative were harmed in the making of this PPV. Sorry, Jake. Hashtag no one died.
Thank you, Power Merge. No one died. Because he got his way.
They built him up to be so strong tonight that if he doesn't win the Money in the Bank, then someone in creative needs to die. They literally made him look like Jesus.
Footages.
Thank you very much for the donation, Power.
Power Merge. The Ryback train, baby.
Did I get it? It's the Ryback train. It's the train. Like Shawn Michaels in that
One
gif.
last thing, I wonder where this 5-on-5 match will take place. Kevin Owens put JIZZ through a table, then The Undertaker chokeslammed Post Malone.
Right.
I wonder who else is in it. No way you can have just those two on a team. I smell a tag team match, playa.
Yeah, you know what? Post Malone is in the corner of Triple H. PA the Baker. What's up, Baker? That's it. Post Malone is in Triple H's corner after that chokeslam. Unbelievable.
That was a great photo, too, to take her.
Fook Tommy's fake corpse.
Fook Tommy's fake corpse.
I was wildly wrong.
I heard a ghost.
What's up, ADTR? How you doing, ADTR? Money in the Bank tonight. Did you like it? I think maybe he did. I didn't see a score. But ADTR, thanks for the $2, man. We got one more rolling. It looks like from the Rated R Superstar. It's coming. Rated R Superstar is coming with his $5. I'm watching Rhonda right now. You see her boxing and shit in the back, shadow boxing, and Natalia's staring at her pussy. Alan Hernandez. Thank you very much for the sub, man. Welcome to the Joe Cronin Show. Welcome to the JCS family. Welcome to the JCS Army, motherfucker. Grab your gun. Let's go. We don't have guns. I'm kidding, but It sounded cool.
I love Alexa, but if they wanted someone besides Natalia versus Rousey at SummerSlam, why not Sasha? Sasha could have done same thing tonight and would be much needed heel turn for her.
Yeah. They hate her. That's why. Radar Superstar, thanks for the $5. Yeah, I think you can give up on Sasha at this point. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a while for Sasha.
I think it'll be a good few months.
She was signed, though, right? I mean, like just like Kevin Owens. I mean, they signed her.
Yeah. They've got her. They've got their claws into her.
It might be a while before she digs herself out of this ditch that she's in for whatever reason.
Well, for so long, we thought she was going to turn, then we thought Bayley was going to turn. It was back and forth and back and forth. And then it all ended with a hug, randomly.
Yeah.
You know, like, all this build-up and just wet fart. So.
The blue balls for that is just off
unprecedented.
The page.
Like, just awful. They put so much into it, and then they made them so catty, and then we saw at the Elimination Chamber, you know, oh, she stabbed her best friend in the back. People edited the Lion King moment with Scar, like it was this big deal, and then nothing. Okay, they're not going to have a match at Mania. All right, just put them in the Battle Royal.
Party.
I was so excited for it.
Joe, you should ban Tommy from Monetize This.
Well, Tommy hasn't showed up to monetize this for like 3 weeks, so I think Tommy really is. You don't need to ban him. He doesn't even show up. He goes to everybody else's things, but then doesn't come to this thing. Doesn't even show up for the showdown with Fami. Doesn't even show up to that. And then he says that everything is real. So, like, I mean, I don't know. So, fuck that. Yeah, he is banned. How about that? He hasn't been on the show anyway, so it doesn't matter the last couple weeks.
It's irrelevant at this point.
But then again, nobody has, so it doesn't really matter. But ADTR, thanks, man. But no, you know what, dude? I haven't been that happy about something since I ran my credit score a couple months ago and got that 666 score. I was fucking amazed. I was fucking jacked up for that score. But yeah, man, I
maybe
think
it's better now after the IRS, got done having their way with you.
This is what Leah looks like when she's looking at you, Jake. Leah, what's up? How you doing over there? Fine. I think
fine
just
never means fine.
I think we've gone through just about everything we could. I think it's been a good show tonight. I'm having a good time. We could take another call or two if you guys want to call 339-226-6610. I'll take another call or two if people didn't get through who really wanted to say something. I'll leave the phone lines open for you. Dickie Nas.
Tommy, you should get rid of your lawyer. You know anyone who is around you or has extended communication with you ends up like a certain barber.
Oh, no. I was thinking he was talking about Keith. Oh, my God. I just got it. Dude, I thought he was talking about Keith Rabarber. And now I get, like, that's a horrible joke. I'm sorry. Dickie Nas, thank you, man. But, oh, my Christ. I'm fucking sorry, dude. That's fucking terrible. My God. What the fuck?
Hell froze over MITB was decent. Tommy blocked.
Yeah, man. I got pissed, dude. I blocked him for that. Fucking, I'm sick of people talking bullshit about shit. But whatever.
McLeod.
What? Well, Johnny Ray Sinister. What's up, Johnny?
Right.
Johnny Ray Sinister. It's been a while.
Kevin McLeod is up next.
Oh, Kevin McLeod. McLeod?
McLeod.
Is it McLeod or McLeod?
McLeod. And he's going to make sure you know it.
McLeod? I always call him Calvin McLeod.
Super Chat Party.
It's a joke.
My name is pronounced McLeod. It's Scottish. Get it right. Hashtag say your name.
Calvin.
Say my name.
Calvin McLeod. 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 Calvin McLeod. Dude.
I started to say earlier, over the weekend, people were giving shit to the women for missing out on live events Friday and
Saturday.
Saturday.
Calvin. I love you, man. I'm a fucking idiot, dude.
This way they could reportedly rehearse their women's ladder match, but I feel like it paid off. People were like, oh, they need to rehearse it. But they don't have ladder matches often, I feel like, so it was something that they had to work up to, and I feel like it paid off.
They did a really good job, almost.
I mean, there was obviously mistakes, there was errors, there were miscues and all that, but it was a lot better than big matches we've seen them in previously.
Yeah, it really was. And
it was better than the Elimination Chamber that they had.
If it wasn't,
that was a big miss for me.
If it wasn't for those like 3 moments where it was like really horrible, like I would have given this thing like I would have said that was the match of the night, and I would have said, wow, like that was amazing. Like it was really close to that. It was so close. But it was really good. It was really good. And probably one of the 3 matches, like I said, I might watch back again. So give them credit there for sure.
Absolutely. I'd give the show a 7 tonight myself.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, I would be a little less harsh on it. I'd give it a 7 all in all. I enjoyed watching it.
I did enjoy watching it, but I'm still gonna give it a 6. But I like it.
And I think that's fair too. You know, I could see people even possibly going around a 5. So
yeah, and I know there's some people that give it an 8, but well, Jesus, what's a fucking 8? What's a 9 and a 10?
Yeah, I couldn't go that high with it, but
yeah, I mean, like I was like 8. Jesus, like NXT.
Just, you know, comparatively thinking about like I said, I can't compare it to NXT because then it would probably be like a 3. But with all the other pay-per-views we've gotten this year alone, you know, main roster ones, Mania included, this was definitely one of the best, if not the best so far, 2018.
I got to fix something real quick. Give me 1 second. But 313's on the phone.
Hey, what's going on, 313?
What's going on, Joe?
What's up, man? What do you got?
I saw. I didn't really see the show. I saw the Women's Money in the Bank match and the Seth Rollins and Elias match. So I'll get a show about a.
So you caught the good parts then. So for you, it was almost a perfect night.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, pretty much. And I did listen to the main event. So
there you go. Yeah, that works out. The main event had a lot of key elements that were missing. You know, there weren't that many big spots that you'd usually see. You know, those holy shit train wreck moments. You know, we did get the high coup de grace from Finn off that gigantic ladder, and we saw Kevin Owens get destroyed by Braun. But besides that, nothing else really stood out to me about the match. So,
was that the only one that kind of wanted Rusev to win? For some reason, I kind of wanted Rusev to win.
No, there was a pretty big, you know, amount of people, large amount on Twitter that were standing behind him that wanted to see Rusev go ahead and get the, you know, comeuppance he deserves. He's been running hard for a while now, and he certainly, you know, could become champion. I could see him as a champion. I feel like they should have turned him a while ago, though. You know, they still have him booked at times as a heel, or at least a pseudo heel. You know, they toe the line with him a little bit.
Tommy's barber faked his own death to get away from Tommy. Just saying.
Oh, God.
That was terrible.
Who was that? That was V2 of Doom. Thank you, V2. Moving on. So what did you like more? Did you like the Nakamura match or the women's ladder match?
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Fucking Vito. What's up, Vito? Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Well, I like the women's match because I didn't see the Nakamura match.
That's right. You said Seth and Elias. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, well, I like Seth and Elias match better.
You like that one better than the women's ladder match? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, but I was in and out with it, but from what I saw, that I liked.
How do you feel about Alexa winning and then cashing in?
I don't mind it because I didn't really see anybody else that probably could have been champ. But I wouldn't have mind. I also wouldn't have minded Lana winning just to see Rusev and Lana both hold the briefcase.
Some people thought that was going to happen. It could have been cool if they did it right, you know. But
yeah,
that'd have been interesting. They probably would have fucked it up, but it could have been interesting.
Yeah, that would have been, and it's very easy to fuck that up too. I mean, especially with Lana holding the briefcase, she needs a lot of work. Yeah. She can be entertaining, but I don't know. I preferred like her little chair entrance and whatnot. I don't care for her doing the robot dance when she comes out to the ring either. Just throwing that out there.
I didn't see that, thank God, because I saw her do it the other day and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it just doesn't suit her well.
Yeah, go back to the chair. Yeah, like you said, hump that chair. Rub your pussy.
Much more appeasing.
I got a question for you guys. I know you guys probably gotten this question before, But who outside the company do you see coming in that on the Indies right now that could lead, like, you know, be the face of the company? Because I don't see anybody in the company right now that can be that.
I mean, you can go to the obvious and say Kenny Omega, but
yeah, but when they like completely fuck them up,
it's pretty damn possible that they would. So,
yeah. Well,
he's just so popular that's the easy answer. Honestly, that's the easiest way to go, especially after he gets a 7-star rating match. Come on.
Yeah. Well, can I just say this before I get out you know, guys? I did like Tommy, but after that shit I heard that he did and he said about Joe and all this other shit with Fami, I kind of hate him now. So.
Oh God. I feel terrible.
Hate's a strong word too, but I feel you there.
I just don't know why I get buried by this, like in a serious way. Like, it's one thing to make. I didn't hang up on him. He must have hung up. It's one thing to like joke around and stuff, but it's like, why would you tell people that? Like, because then it's like I got people messaging me like, I knew you were a dickhead to him and everything. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, why is this happening? So like, it's just so stupid, dude. It's like, dude, I help you. Just this guy always throws me under the bus, like in the weirdest places. Like, it's not a joke though what he says. Like, it's funny if you joke around and you make jokes about people. Like, he could have made a joke and been like, you know, oh, you know, Joe hates me, he thinks I should die, like, or something like that. You know, or like, oh, I hate Joe, or Joe's a, you know, I heard Joe's gay or something like that. Like, that stuff's funny. Like, but why would you say like I don't know, it's just stupid.
Never thought I'd say it, but hell is a lot more comfortable than that goddamn barber shop.
Oh, God.
Every time that fake fat sack of shit Tommy showed up. Hashtag fuck Tommy's fat ass.
Tommy's groomer, thank you for the 316. I tell you what, if Tommy goes on that show, if Tommy goes on the places he said that, and then says that he was fucking wrong, which he obviously is, and then he comes on my show and apologizes, then I will let him back on. Then I would let him back on. But other than that
sounds about fair.
Fuck
I just hope people know, like, you know, there's a lot of times where people are like, oh, that was too harsh, or people said too much about Tommy because he was reacting negatively. But then he would literally off air tell people like, oh, I freaked out there. Was that good? Was that entertaining enough? But like he amplified everything and made it a work more often than not.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it's
for him
not,
to, you know, and then he tried to play it off as, oh, I was really hurt that time. But then you're messaging people afterwards being like, I did good, right? That was good acting.
Yeah,
so you don't know when to believe
You don't know what's up with whatever, yeah. And I don't think it is. I think it's, we all rag on each other really hard on the show to have a good show, and then off the air we all love each other. I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, to go on there and say, like, oh, what happens on one show, like, that happens there. It's like, it's all the same people are saying the same thing on both shows. The hosts are even crapping on you on both shows. And if anything, I've been like more relaxed, and it's just like to say like, it just what? Why are you saying that? Like, what the fuck? 915, what's up? Hey, 915, you're live. What's up? Hey, you're live, man. What's up?
What's up?
Hey, man. What are you doing? What's up? What do you think of Money in the Bank? What's going on?
It's cool. I think like, who won?
Buenos tardes, TNA.
Who won? I don't know.
¿Qué hora es?
Seth Rollins won.
Give me 1 second.
Seth went ahead and he captured the Money in the Bank with the IC title and Universal Championship on his back. It just kills me. Gotta love those callers. Always make it interesting. That's for damn sure. Yeah, all in all, you know, I wanted to be a little more positive. I went into this one a bit more optimistic. I thought it was enjoyable. You know, really, I know this night definitely had its faults, but the pre-show was good. I enjoyed that tag match. I definitely look forward to seeing more between those teams, and I'm curious to see if Sanity does in fact come up on Tuesday on SmackDown. I think that'll be interesting as well. And, you know, Seth and Elias, I think, is far from over. Extreme Rules. It'd be cool to have a, don't kill me for saying this, but maybe a guitar and a pole match, something like that, or a hardcore match that involves the guitar. Like, that could be certainly fun if they handled it right. Like, if we had the serious action that we had from them tonight, and then the objective was to get the guitar and use it as a weapon, I think that would be cool. It'd be one of those times where it'd be warranted for what we usually, you know, bash in terms of match stipulation.
Yeah, but maybe they'll do something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, could be decent.
Dude, that guy called and said, "What happened?"
Yeah, what happened tonight?
Let me just tell you everything that happened.
Let's break it down for you.
Let's break it on down for you. Driftmaster, thanks for subbing. And thanks to, well, we already talked to Kelvin, so he's good.
Super Chat Party.
Super Chat rolling in.
Joe Gald, you took my call. Great show tonight.
Broken Lion, what's up, man? Jesus, I didn't even know that was you. What the fuck? Broken Lion, though, thank you, though, for the $2, man. And thank you. Appreciate it. Guys, also, if you're watching right now, like 877R, remember, Tuesday's the Smackdown review right here. Wednesday is Out of Nowhere. Thursday is Thursday Night Throwdown over on my other channel, youtube.com/corruptedpodcast. And then Friday night, don't miss my show Friday night at 11 p.m. Monetize this. 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow night.
I was at the show tonight and saw Noelle Foley walk into the arena.
Damn!
I was an arm's length away from her, Joe.
She's psycho.
Arm's length. Anyway, I hope the crowd was as fun to watch as it was to be in. That wave was wild.
That wave was out of control. Toon Bog, thank you, man. Hey, is she still banging Frank the Clown or whatever?
Gotta be.
Fucking still doing
she
Frank
she likes the clown's doink, you know?
Imagine her gobbling that fucking kid's face.
Yeah, she's gonna sit on his face with the wig on.
I'm gonna give you the mandible claw with my 575. What's up?
He's got a red nose. Oh,
he's.
Me como una sashi, papa.
Tu madre? Hey, tu madre es gorda. No, why'd they fucking hang up, man? I'm a dad, baby. Yo, what the fuck? Yo soy tu papi. Yo soy tu papi.
Love that shirt, by the way.
Yeah, you like this?
Yeah, I love that.
I got it today for my kids, man. They gave it to me.
That's great.
They love me. This is what my kids proved that they love me. Dude, I was watching the fucking show and the kids were fighting and I was like taping them. And I know some people saw some people saw this on Twitter rather. But I've got to play it because it's too funny. Say Juan Paul, thank you for the sub, man. My kids are wrestling, or at least two of my kids are wrestling. And watch this. I love the Elias shot. Watch Elias. Hello, I am Elias. I don't know why that cracks
almost looks like
me
he's
up.
looking at both of them, you know, with the stank eye, being like.
I don't know why that zoom in cracked me up. That was close to the Miz's zoom in when he was at the ladder after Strowman killed everyone. That was a funny shot. That was one of those overproduced shots that actually worked, you know?
Yeah, like like I said, that made me chuckle. So
that was funny. But yeah, man. Tommy's laying in on me on Periscope.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, really? Why? Because he lied and I got pissed?
You know, Joe, I only said that you're an asshole. I don't know why you're upset.
Why are you mad, bro? It's real on my channel, so fucking go stay where you can get worked or whatever the fuck. You fucking crybaby. The fuck you crying about? You haven't even been on the show in 2 weeks. Haven't called the show. Oh, I can't make it.
3,
okay.
No?
Then it's like, oh, it's real over there.
Super Chat Party.
Fucking asshole.
I was disappointed with MITB. WWE, get it together.
Wow. Disappointment, baby. Michael Gaming Channel. Thank you, Michael Gaming Channel. Let me see if I can find this. See what this.
Hey, shout out to Jesse's in the chat. He said he missed half of Money in the Bank, but he loves the review.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Thank you, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse, if you want to call up, man, I'll put you on, man. We'll talk. Oh, he was live. He's not live anymore.
Even better.
He's not live anymore. I can't wait to see this. He's upside down.
Using that phone to...
Is he muted, or is this the fucking stream that's muted? Why does it seem muted? Is he muted?
Probably doesn't know how to use Periscope.
It looks like he's mad, so it's probably it's probably about this. Like, what the fuck? I can't hear anything. Why can't I hear anything?
Yeah, nothing on this end.
No, yeah, nothing's playing at all. Like I'm watching it, and he's just fucking yapping, but I can't see anything. Look. But it doesn't make any sense because I've got the volume up. Nothing's muted. Let me try to check and make sure. Double check, I guess. Triple check.
Yeah, there's no volume option on there. That's.
Yeah, there's a little sound thing, but it's not muted. It's on. Fucking weird. The fuck?
Yeah, I saw it. You turned it up, so that's weird.
You know what? Well, maybe I can like tweet it at myself and see if it plays somewhere else. I'm gonna DM it to Mars. You know, I have to DM it to someone. I DM'd it to fucking Mars Mirror. He's gonna be like, "Why do I have this? Why did you DM me this?" Yeah, maybe. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" Let's see if it plays on my phone. Why would it?
A lot of people said there's no sound, and I can't get audio either. Nothing is playing.
Oh wait, it works on my phone.
In the middle of the video, he unmutes himself.
Oh, really? Okay, that's
so he was muted up until the middle of the video.
What a fucking crybaby! Like, what is he crying about? He's the one who said my show was real and his was fake. What the fuck? And leave me alone, bro. You haven't called the show in 2 weeks. You don't know he cares anyway. I don't see it. Oh, it's still not working on mine.
Yeah, he doesn't unmute himself until halfway through his live show stream.
Oh, on the PC it doesn't work at all. For some reason. Yeah, on my PC it don't work at all. But on the phone it plays just fine. So I don't get why that is. Let's see what what's he mad about? Why wouldn't he just be like, okay?
Very odd.
I hope you react to it on your wrestling show and you run other people in the dirt like you normally do, and like you don't want to face me like a man. You have my phone number.
What the fuck? Like, that's gonna do anything?
I don't get it.
Is Tommy, is that you? I tried to take his call. I think he's calling me now. Now he's upset. He's calling me. Hello?
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe. How you doing, Tommy? Why is my show real and everybody else's is fake?
Because it's like it just seems like you let everybody run rampant on me. Like it's like you just let them sit there and run rampant on me. Like I
really, because on the other show they do the same thing. On the other show the same thing happens.
I can't hear I can't hear the donations. You know that I can't hear the donations. I only hear them.
That doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Like the streams.
That doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
So you're gonna get pissed at me and block me on Twitter just because I said something that I felt like that might have been honest.
Well, what are you talking about? What does it mean that my show is real and that Ken's a work? So you're in on all the donations and all the callers, and when Ken craps on you, you're in on all that over there. But on my show, it's surprising.
I might.
See, that's the question I would have asked if I wasn't a fucking idiot interviewer. If I actually knew how to interview somebody, that's the question I would ask you, and you would stumble on your words like you just did. So, because I know over there, they like to interview a bunch of scumbag misfits from this fucking piece of shit community that we have.
And there's no reason, there's no reason to drag Ken's name to the dirt. You know that?
How did I drag it through the dirt? 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 How did I drag it through the dirt?
And this is how Joe does. He flips out.
How did I drag it through the dirt? 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 Tell me.
Because you're saying he has scumbags on his show.
No. Shut up, Tommy. I'm talking about the guy you did an interview with. Not Ken, the guy you did an interview with.
Scumbag. So
I'm saying I'm saying you're a scumbag. Don't put words in my mouth, you fucking faggot. No, shut your mouth, Tommy. Shut your goddamn mouth.
Honesty has come out, and I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, you are. You are, because you said my show is real, and what happens here is bad. But what happens over there is fake. It's all planned out. So answer my original question, and don't try to put words into my mouth. So what happens over on Ken's show is fake, and it's all planned out. And what happens on my show is a surprise to you, right? That's what you said.
I feel like your show is harder on me because they're always going in on me. They always just sit on the show and sit on the donations, talking shit about me.
They do it
and
over
I haven't
there.
done
They
anything
shit
wrong.
on your barber for the whole fucking show. You sat there on that show during it. I watched it. Tommy, it's the same people. There's literally the same people are saying the same shit on both shows. And in fact, I have actually been nicer to you than they have over there. If you watch the shows and compare them, go ahead and compare them. So how can it possibly be this drastic jump? Swear to God, Tommy, go watch those shows. Watch the donations come in. Then watch my show. And you're going to say there, and you're going to say that my show is all real and that over there's a work. So forget what you just said about you feel that it's harder over here. Forget that. You said it's a work over there. Is it a work over there?
It's a mixture of things. I guess I should have said it's a mixture of both of your shows, you know, taking a gigantic
Yeah, you
shit on
probably
me.
should
I
have.
don't
You
know.
probably should have not painted me like a shithead, but said what they do is good. Like, oh, that's okay over there, but over here he's a shithead. Even though it's the same people, same donations coming in killing you. Like, that's part of the whole fucking gimmick. So there's a huge double standard here that I just don't quite understand. Go watch that show over there. Go watch all the ones that you've been on. Go watch the last 6 months, and then watch what happened on mine and come back and tell me that there's really a giant difference, because there isn't.
You both are shock jock shows. You both are shock jock shows, and you both take aim at me at times.
Well, I mean,
You both take aims at me.
Yeah.
And if I put my words, and Joe, here's the thing: if I put my words in the wrong way, I am sorry.
Well,
you
did.
But apparently,
because
anytime you say something remotely honest, you get pissed off.
Well, was this
you
honest?
Freak out.
Was this honest? Is it honest to say that my show is all real and is terrible for you, but over there it's all a work? It's okay?
I might have put my words in the wrong way, but it's like, he was asking me these questions, and I was like trying to think of answers I could honestly say to the answers he was interviewing me with, and I'm like, and I, and I'm sorry if I put a bad taste in your mouth, Joe. Like, I wasn't trying to piss anybody off in this community.
This is what people have been doing to me, especially on that guy's fucking interviews, all week. All fucking week. You got cocksucker faggot from Vince Russo's fuck, who's over there making up shit, saying that he fucking attacked my wife, Leah, said my wife was an ugly cunt, and tweeted out pictures of her being a bitch. And he says I attacked his wife. I didn't attack his wife. He said I ran Justin Bailey and Ken. That's what he said. He said I control them. So I said, well, your wife controls your show. And then he said I attacked his wife. I did not. I left an LOL comment on a Young Republican audio clip that he made making fun of the guy. But he says there was dicks on the picture of his wife. But there's no dicks on the picture of anything. If you go watch the video and see my comment below, there's no penises anywhere. And why in the world did that guy attack Justin Bailey's motherfucking wife who did nothing? So you attacked my wife, you attacked Leah, you attacked Justin Bailey's wife, called her a flat-chested bitch or whatever the fuck. I've got all the screenshots, I've got all the timestamps, I've got the videos. Yet this guy sat and interviewed him and let him just fucking spew out lies left and right. Then you got fucking Scott McKinnon over there spewing out horse shit out of his face. And then you got fucking dumb Dave Rose fuck, who's we know is a liar. And then you got you today. What kind of fucking fuck-ass job is going on over there? What kind of fuck-ass motherfuck is going on? Because I'm just trying to take care of my 3 fucking kids. And I got fucking people leaving shows, not showing up for shows, and I got some kind of faggot double standard that's really starting to piss me the fuck off! Why is it okay on Ken's show, but it's not okay on mine? Explain it to me! Explain it to me! Because none of you would even know who he is if I didn't tell you! And none of you would know about his other fucking interview! And none of you would know about the guy who talked shit about me on that interview! So why is there a double standard? Give me the reason. I want to know it. Were you told to say that?
No, I was not told to say that. I was not told to say that at all. You know,
because something smells like shit to me.
There's no shit mixtured in this at all. There's no shit mixtured at all. Like, I've never wanted to have any shit. I didn't want any drama at all. I didn't want any of this, Joe. I didn't want any of this. And
so answer me. I want to know one more time why. So my show is real. Like, what happens over here, you don't like it, but what happens over there, it's a work.
Hey, Joe, Ken's trying to call in, too.
I don't see any calls coming in. I would take a call if it was here. I don't see a call coming in. Could be Skype is fucked
up.
Our
Skype board is full right now, too.
Could be Skype is fucked. I don't know. I'm taking a 915 call. I'm out of goddamn voice right now. I have no fucking voice. I'm trying to talk. I have no voice. 915, what's up?
What's up? Yeah, love you.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, kid. Go fucking fuck your neighbor's asshole and see if he has the goddamn pay-per-view. Jesus Christ. Who won? Tell me who won! Fucking go to VIP box or something. They probably got it over there. Why is there a double standard? Why am I a piece of shit? Why am I a piece of shit for doing this for 5 years?
I didn't say you were a piece of shit, Joe. I never said you were a piece of shit. Have I remotely ever have bashed you in this community? Have I remotely ever bashed you in this community? No, I have never bashed you once.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out why my show is real.
Any of your names.
There's always some kind of weird fucking under fucking handed shit. 269, what's up?
Hey man, how you doing?
I've been better. What's going on?
I thought, I called you at the wrong time, I guess. I thought tonight's pay-per-view was pretty good. Best one they've done in a long time. I'm pretty glad Alexa won, and I think her winning is like the good way to go. Like Nia wasn't getting over, but I'm confused with Nia. So is she back to being a fucking face now?
I don't know what Nia is going to be, but I know it's bad, and I know it's fucking Jesse's dying right now.
I just love how he's like, let me hurry up and get this review in really fast because I know you're pissed.
Tommy,
oh my
God.
God.
Here?
You know, I'm gonna say, Joe, simply, I'm gonna say sorry. I'm just gonna walk away.
Tommy,
you fucking stay right here.
Because I'm obviously just a fucking scumbag,
Tommy, listen to me. I
don't deserve fucking anything. And it's just
Tommy.
I should never fucking. It's just I'm gonna say I'm sorry, and I'm just gonna fucking step away and just stop coming on shows, and I'm just gonna fucking make my own fucking content and just stop with this whole fucking bullshit.
Here we go. Come on, Tommy. Here it comes.
Tommy,
because obviously no one fucking likes me in this fucking community.
Oh, everyone loves you. Everyone loves you over there because it's a work over there. Come on, man. Stop this bullshit. I'm the one getting shit on. Go over. Why don't you go back on his show? Why don't you go back on that show and tell him that you fucking, what you were saying? I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. You don't come on for 2 weeks. You go over there for 2 weeks, get shit on over there. So you don't come here for 2 weeks. You go over there, you get shit on. But then you tell me that I'm the terrible show. You know what I'm saying, bro? I mean, think about what you're doing. I don't even know if you think about it. If you don't like it, tell everybody you don't like it. Don't have a double standard for me versus somebody else. Make sure you tell everybody you don't like it.
Okay, I guess I can say this. I don't like getting shit on every single time if I go on either show.
There you
I
go.
don't like getting shit on, and I haven't fucking done a single thing on either show. I just come on and try to have fun with you guys. I just try to come on, have fun with you guys, and then everybody tries to shit on me. And
great.
It's bullshit.
That's fine.
It's
That's
bullshit,
great.
And I guess there's no double standards. I may have misconstrued them.
No, I don't think you misconstrued it. I think there's...
I'm curious, though. Were there times you were okay with it? Like, that it was, like, part of the gimmick and you were all good with it? Or does it always bother you?
There's at times when it feels like I'm okay with it, then I'm not okay with it. Like, there's different moments where it just absolutely, I'm sick and tired of it. It's bullshit. It's ridiculous, and I get sick and tired of it. And then there's moments I just rub it off. I just rub it off because I know that it's just for shock value entertainment, and everybody just likes to spit in Tommy's face. Okay. I know that I'm just the
that's why I'm gonna have
stupid retard that everybody likes to kick around, and everybody likes to use me as the value and the entertainment and make me look like a moron. I get it, My name's been rubbed to shit all of my life, and I'm not real.
So here's
I'm
the thing,
fake,
Tommy.
I'm nothing.
Here's the thing,
and just
Tommy.
Everybody
Well,
fucking
that's not what you
hates on
said.
me, and just
Tommy,
that's how it fucking pours out
Tommy,
for Tommy.
Tommy, don't
Nothing
worry about it.
fucking
Don't worry
ever-
about it. Tommy, I'm going to remind you of this. I'm going to remind you of this when you're on other people's shows and they're fucking shitting on you every week. I'm going to remember what you said here today that you don't like it and it's really bad. I'm going to remember that when you're on someone else's shows, and from now on you won't be on my shows anymore. So the next time you do an interview, you can tell them the show that shits on you now, like, oh, it's a great time or it's a bad time. You can give it up there because I'm not having the double standard between my show and other shows. I'm not doing it. It's driving me crazy. I've had enough of it. I'm going to walk away from everybody. It doesn't matter anyway. By the way, if Ken was trying to call, Ken, I haven't heard you call. I don't know why it's not.
Skype was having an issue because it showed all the old callers still. Like I see Scott on the phone still.
But
and
yet,
stuff like that,
but it's weird because Jesse got in here and then Tommy got in here. But I'm losing my fucking voice, to be honest, folks. But
Tommy, I just want to say quick. It's like you change your tone every time we go through this. I've had this on-air discussion with you before. Months back, I said it to you. Every time you say something, you get called out for it, and then you I don't want to say like, oh, you play the victim, but it's true. You go ahead and, oh, I didn't like this. This isn't fun. But you laughed before, and it was all fun and games. And then all of a sudden, it's an issue. Now it's an issue because you're getting called out. But if Joe didn't call you out tonight for you slamming on him and treating him like shit, then you would still be enjoying it. It only becomes an issue when it becomes an issue.
Yeah, this wasn't a joke. Like, this wasn't a joke. You could shit on me and joke about me all you wanted, but this wasn't a joke. You did an interview and basically said, you know, Joe's kind of basically said Joe's a shithead, but that other guy, that's just a joke, so it's okay.
I think he bottles it up too long, and he only shows like the enjoyment part, but he doesn't show that there's displeasure. He doesn't show that enough, and then it boils over. So I don't know. I get his side, like I understand.
No, I get I get that. I get why he's bottled it up and why he's upset now. I totally get that. But what I don't get is why he's only aiming at me and not other people or everybody or nobody. It's like, why is there?
Isn't this like the longest running show he's been a part of?
Yeah, it sure is. But like again, you can get mad at me, like, but to say publicly like, oh. Yeah, what Joe does is not really, I don't like that. But over there, it's just a work. It's okay. You know, it's kind of fucking weird.
It kind of fucked up for me because I haven't seen any of this shit, so I can't even speak on it. But yeah, I get his side, but I get your side. I kind of get everyone's right now. It's like, it's a trip.
I don't get it, man. And it's been happening a lot on these things where people just come on and lie about stuff. And, like, I try to ignore it, but, like, I was like, I've been ignoring it the last couple days. All these different people that want to make up shit and all this stuff. And... You know, and the funny thing is I can prove that they're lying. Like, it's not like a situation where it's a he said, she said. Like, there's actual proof of how people are shitheads. But this is the one that set me off today. I was like, again, I'm getting fucking buried again? Like, what am I going to never say anything about this shit? But anyway, it just keeps going on over there. I don't know what fucking Lucky's trying to do. It just feels like a burial. But fucking, I'm going on his I'm going to go on the fucking thing. But you know what, Tommy, I'm going to let you go, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I got shit on versus what was said about other people, and that's all there is to it. That's why. Don't worry about it. I'm not even mad. It's all good, man. I just fucking did the right thing. When stuff's bad, I fucking step away, and that's what I'm doing. You stepped away for the last 2 weeks. I went over there and got crapped on, but said I was a shithead. So, you know, that's okay. I'm going to step away, too. And we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna say this, Jody. I'm sorry if you feel like I said something that I was trying to shit on you. I'm sorry. But,
well, you did.
No,
you did though. You did though.
It's not good enough for you, and I just,
But
I don't know.
If you go on there and apologize on his show next time, and we'll see. I don't know. Fucking go listen to what you did. Maybe you don't believe it. I don't know. Maybe you do believe it. I'm not really sure. But
hey, what the fuck? What's Leah talking about? Like balloons? I get everything else. The fake.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Jesse, boy, do you fucking. Oh my God! All right, Tommy. Listen, Tommy. Listen. Even though this happened, Tommy, I love you, bro. It's gonna be okay. You know, focus on your positive shit. Don't focus on me. Don't focus on this shit. Go do your thing. You'll be good. Everything's gonna be fine. And I'm just upset, and I don't think I was represented in the right light, and I was mad about it. I'm defending myself. A lot of people were like sending me messages like, "You really are a shithead" to him, but like not, you know. So like it's whatever. It is what it is, bro. I don't want you to feel like that.
I'm going to say this, Joe. I'm going to say this. Someday in the future, I'm going to have the money. and I'm gonna come up to New York and Boston. Me and you both and Ken are gonna sit down, and we're gonna just drink this out.
I don't know, Tommy. But I'll talk to you soon, man. Good shit. We'll see you later. Yeah. So Jesse, he, he's known for kind of making up a lot of stuff. And what happened was, he claimed he had balloons sent to him, and they were threatening his life or something. So he was like messaging Keemstar saying, "Help me! Someone's sending me balloons."
Anthrax balloons, or
no,
just
like
balloons.
clown balloons, like it. There was party balloons left outside his front door that said, I see you, but it was spelt wrong. It was like SEA.
Yeah,
like the ocean.
I can't believe that. Even when he first called, dude. Did you hear him when he first called? He
changed the story.
He tried to say I was going after Ken, which I didn't. He tried to say I was attacking the other guy, which I wasn't. I was only focused on him, and he tried to fucking pit all these other people against me on the beginning of that call. That beginning of the call was fucked up, what he tried to do. That was fucked up.
Based on all the time I've known Tommy and you and everything, here's what I get.
I've never yelled at him like that, and I don't normally yell at him. By the way, he gets yelled at like that on the other show more than me. And again, I'm not throwing anyone. I'm just saying it's a fact. Go listen to it. We both fucking do the same thing. It's like it's this carbon copy. But yeah, I don't yell at him like that usually. I always make jokes and we laugh and I go, "Oh man, that's fucked up."
Well, it's a fine line and that, because whether Tommy likes it or not, it's part of his gold is that he makes a goof of himself sometimes, and it works. It fucking works. Now, if he needs to, I do agree that sometimes shit's gone a little too far, and it's gotten to the point where sometimes it's even tasteless and shit.
Yeah,
and it's just
sometimes it's bad.
But he doesn't speak up. Then then what the fuck? So honestly,
Right.
Tommy, if you're still listening, you should just speak up when you don't like it.
Oh,
Otherwise,
Jesse,
dude, it's your gimmick,
Jesse,
bro.
you have missed a lot. He has flipped out on people. He has flipped the fuck out on people.
All I've really seen of it is that fucking donation where he looks like a mean, mad Paul Bear.
Oh, dude, you don't even, you don't even understand. You
gotta make a fucking clipped video for me. Of
listen
all
to this.
Tommy
Listen to
shit.
this one. Listen to this one. Hold on, I got him right here. That's him freaking out. Here's another one.
You didn't fucking get on them TVs, man. Fuck you fucking cocksucker. You
He went into the Matrix.
He screamed so loud he went into the fucking Matrix on that one. Here's another one. He was yelling at a guy. A guy called him fake, and he was like, I'm not fake. And then he went,
see, I've heard all of these in donation form, so now I'm getting the backstory.
It's amazing.
I've tried at first. I was like, "Oh, this seems like it's upsetting him. Let me reach out to him." And I can like I said, I've talked to him on Facebook and stuff, so I can provide if need be. I don't posting messages, but the point is, and it's like, "Oh no, this is fine. This is an act. This is fun." So when it did become a problem, like you said, Jesse, you don't know. How are you supposed to know?
Yeah, especially when it's a fine line gimmick anyway. When part of the gimmick is you're kind of playing on somebody's emotions and the fact that they are goofing up on themselves or fucking up. You kind of have to know when to pull and when to pull back, and they got to let you know. Otherwise, you're just going to keep rolling with it. You're just going to. It's like if somebody's hurt in the ring, are you going to keep stomping them and doing your thing?
Well, honestly, that actually has irritated me in the past. When people keep piling on him, you can watch Monetize This. We've been over this. I've actually gotten angry. During
you cut it down.
Yeah, it's
because I'm like, okay, I get
times too,
it's like, yeah, we made fun. That was funny. Let's move on. Now it's starting to get real. It was funny, but now it's getting you're bullying him now. I don't like that. And there's Monetize This episodes where I got mad. I screamed one episode and said, all right, that's enough. And I started screaming and shit because I'd been getting more irritated with it. Okay, enough of this. What the fuck? It was funny. Now let's move on from it. And I think it was everyone was just piling on. And I was like, dude, that's enough of that shit.
That's why I like the Fami gimmick so much, because it wasn't mean towards Tommy. It was like an outright parody. He wasn't calling him special or fake or he was just pretending to be Tommy. It wasn't. I didn't ever view that as being mean.
Well, there's a lot of balloons in the chat. Holy shit.
Yeah, I tried to get Ken. I don't know why it didn't come through, but whatever. But yeah, man. Jesse, I don't know if you watch Money in the Bank, but
yeah, parts of it.
What's been up with you in wrestling? How how have you been with wrestling since? I mean, it's been, I want to say, a year since you've really been regularly on. I mean, what have you felt? I mean, I think it's the worst time it's ever been, but
I'm not really paying as much attention to current stuff except for your show. I mainly look at like a lot of podcasts and shit. I'm catching up on a lot of the recent ones over the last like 2-3 years that I haven't been listening to, and like I'm checking out periods that I've missed.
Yeah,
like 2003, 2004, shit like that. And it's funny as hell because the worst stuff that they did back then is 10 times better than what I see now on the best segment.
Yeah, this is bad, man. This is definitely the worst. Back in like 2014 when you used to be on the show, like, would you ever have thought it would get this bad? Because we thought it was bad then. Like, we were like, this sucks and shit. Like, it's like just so much worse than it was. We got to go to donations, man. I've held off on these things. Let's see what people got to say. We got some subs coming in too. David Joseph, thanks for subbing. Hey, if you like all that drama, then you're probably going to love Monetize this Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my fucking voice. Oh, my God. Just like, what in the world, dude? Talk about, like, I mean, anything to make me look like shit. I did the right thing by blocking them.
Then why, Tommy, are you saying his donations will die out on MT if you weren't on your Periscope?
Oh, Johnny Ray Sinister.
I don't know if that's 100% true, but I get kind of like
a
lot of those donations are him. Like
they're not anymore though. Everybody watch the last.
It used to be for a point, but
watch the last 10
hefty donation sizes.
They're gone now. They're gone. Watch the last 10 episodes of Monetize This. Nobody even wants to vote him off anymore. Nobody cares. It's true. The last 2 weeks, Monetize This has been low, but it's not because of him. Because
his statement's not.
That doesn't matter either.
Goodbye, Tommy. Jesse, I want you back. Monetize This.
Oh, Trey, we'll put Jesse on. Jesse can come back on Monetize This Friday night if he wants.
Yes, fuck yeah, I'm down.
There you go, Jesse. The return of Jesse. Yeah, dude. They haven't. You can go add up the points for him over the last 10 episodes. It doesn't fucking matter. You know, and you don't show up for 2 weeks. To battle Fami and everything. I mean, come on, who cares? We haven't needed you. It doesn't matter. I don't need you now. It's running the course. I'm sorry. And I didn't want it to end. I like having him come on, and it's still funny, and he definitely helps.
Super chat.
But that's not what this is about, him helping. It's about being a scumbag.
Double standards up the ass. But Jake Wright, repeat every 6 months with Tommy. Emo Ken comes off more like goofball, but you, Joe, are real as FCK.
All right. Well, Wild Panther, I thank you for the $5. I got some of that, but I don't know, man. I love Ken and them. It's just Tommy I'm mad at. I don't know why Tommy tried to turn it on everybody else. It's literally Tommy's the one who said this shit that made me mad.
Because he should have said it right away to you or to whoever. Like, just made it clear, and he didn't. So, but he has a platform to say it.
The weird thing is, he made it clear that it was like that I was like that this was bad, and then he even said it on the call. He was like, oh well, I think that it's worse here, like because I can't hear the donations over there. Like, oh, so that means that it's a work? You know what I mean? Like,
so because he could hear the donations here too, that pissed him off.
Yeah, he was, and then on the call a minute ago, he was saying, "Oh, because I can hear the donations over here, it's like worse." But I'm like, but how does that make my show not a work and his a work? How is it a work over there? And basically, what you're saying is that what he's insinuating is I'm a scumbag, like, and I'm harsh on him, but it's not over there. But if you actually compare all the shows, I'm actually nicer to him. Like, that's the funny thing. The callers aren't nice, but like I'm pretty like normal to him. Like, we make jokes and we have some fun.
Yeah,
but like I don't
for sure. Like, out of all the years that we've all been together, it's been that way.
It's either all a work or none of it's a work. It's one of the two. But it's not like I'm a work and they're not. It's like it's so crazy to have said that for him to say that. It was like, what in the world is going on? And I've been kind of buried before by that bullshit, and so I'm calling it out now. I can't sit by and let run me over fucking interview after interview, run me over. You know what I mean? With all these different people who are the fucking land of misfit toys.
And in a mirroring way, that's kind of what he was doing, which set you off to now do that. Which he was just saying like enough is enough, and he just went about it in a way that was kind of had collateral damage involved.
I don't like the double standard. Like, that really makes me angry. Things like that make me really mad. Like, if he had said that I was a piece of shit and the other thing was a piece of shit, and I would have been like, oh, fine, fuck it. He thinks we're pieces of shit. Okay, I get it. I would have disagreed, but I wouldn't have been angry. But the idea that I was being blamed when somebody else wasn't, like, that kind of irritates me. Like, nah, this is some kind of bullshit, man, trying to paint me like shit. I don't like that. Anyway, we got to get the fuck out of here. This went really long tonight. We were supposed to do gaming and shit, and I think we passed that wheel. It's funny because, like, I was really tired a little while ago. I was, like, almost falling asleep here, and I was like, we're not going to be able to do PUBG. I'm going to fall asleep. And now I'm like, fucking, I want to fight somebody. It's weird. It's really weird. Like,
and I'm falling asleep. We traded.
Like, I'm not falling asleep now. I want to fight somebody. Like, it's really weird. I want to punch someone in the face. Like, I'm ready to fucking go.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't want Tommy to be hurt. I don't want him to be sad.
Me neither.
I just don't get it, because every time you confront him on something, and I've even done it personally with stuff, I'm like, oh, why was this said? Oh, I misspoke. Every time he backtracks on it.
Well, I don't know. I kind of
every time though.
I
every
like
time.
what he said tonight, rather than just say I don't know or something.
Yeah, no, I mean, but he always I misspoke, and this is how I really feel. But then Jesse, he'll get asked the same question elsewhere or to someone else, and it'll
different answer.
Yeah, and it'll be reversed. It'll echo the same sentiment. Oh well, I was tricked over there, or well, no, I really don't like that person because so and so said. It always changes. It's different to whoever he's speaking to.
Listen, I'm going to talk more about this off the air. I'm going to record it. I'm going to put it up on Patreon. Guys, I'm going to be doing my shows for Patreon tonight. So become a patron, $5 a month if you can. Otherwise, $1 a month, $2 a month. There's a bunch of different tiers. You can read the tiers, but $5 almost gets you everything. I'm going to be talking about this fucking situation and a bunch of other shit that happened. It was Father's Day today. Stuff happened. It was good. We had the rats the other day. This shit with that and whatever. It'll be up in podcast form for you in a little while on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. So, guys, if you want to support the show, keep what I do going, other than obviously the live donations, which kick ass, and thank you guys very much. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Download the Patreon app. Works like the YouTube app, only it works and you get alerted when I go live and when I do videos and all this other bullshit. All the categories are there. All the download links are going to be there for all the episodes, so you get everything. Every 53 episodes of Corrupted. Corrupted was funny last night. It was really good. We had Ken, we had Filthy filling in for JB. It was fun to be able to hear that.
Yeah, I caught that actually. I hadn't heard the new guy. Then I heard it last night. It was good.
Yeah, I saw you in the chat. Yeah, it looked like, I was like, this is right up Jesse's alley. He'll like this. I love you, Jesse. I love your cock.
Is that the first time? I love you too, man.
Oh, I love you. Let's make love. But no, seriously, we got to get out of here. Raw review. Raw review tomorrow night, okay? YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show right here. Hit the sub button. We're going to be live tomorrow night after Raw for the Raw review. Good night, everybody.
Is there a Dom button? Or no?
A Dom? Oh, for Dominatrix to come out?
Dom. Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's this one.
Oh, great.
Who wants to go? Call the show. I will fuck your ass!
All right, guys. See you tomorrow for the Raw review, and see you on Patreon. Whoever clicks on my bonus shit on Patreon. See you tonight.
He's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. You suck Joe Cronin's dick, fucking faggot. And or some various version of that.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Don't forget to like, comment, and body slam that subscribe
button. They
button.
built him up to be so strong tonight that if he doesn't win the Money in the Bank, then someone in creative needs to die. They literally made him look like Jesus.
Yo, what's up, Zach?